Hi everyone, it's Top Romance here. Before watching the video, please take 3 seconds to like the video and subscribe to the channel so I can have more motivation to make more quality videos. Thank you very much. I wish you a happy new day. In the thick darkness, a panicked voice rang out. It's so dark, why can't I open my eyes? Am I dreaming? Her eyes slowly fluttered open, and right in front of her, awkwardly, was a well-built man. Even stranger, she found herself sitting squarely on top of him. She was stunned, her head spinning with suspicion. What is this situation? A handsome celebrity, and I already have this kind of benefit in the blink of an eye? He looked at her slightly, his voice low. "Seventh, miss, have you played enough?" Only then did she panic, realizing she was still sitting on him. And the hairpin in her hand, oh my God, was stuck straight into his chest. Blood trickled out drop by drop. Startled, she jumped up and screamed, "Bless me, this wasn't me." He slowly sat up, his blood-stained hand placed on his chest, and spoke softly. "Seventh miss just stabbed me in the chest with a hairpin. Now you're rushing to shirk responsibility." Those words were like a thunderclap, making her freeze. A strangely familiar feeling welled up inside her. Wait a minute, why does this situation feel like I've seen it before? Vague memories returned. She brandished something. "I am the master, you are the servant. Your disobedience is seeking death." The scene changed. The sounds of clashing weapons echoed across the chaotic battlefield. Smoke and dust filled the air, as if swallowing all life. She wore tattered clothes, her hair disheveled, kneeling on the blood-soaked ground. Her tear-filled eyes trembled as she looked up at the person in front of her. Her voice, like a small bell, shattered amidst the raging wind that "I beg you, please don't kill me." He, dressed in black battle armor like the night, stood tall amidst the ruins. His eyes were as dark as cold stones, his lips pressed together so tightly they seemed to have been frozen for a long time. His voice, devoid of emotion, was like a knife piercing her heart. "That day you stabbed me with a hairpin. Today, I return the favor." She jolted awake, her eyes wide open, carefully examining his face under the flickering firelight. Every feature, every scar, every frown was clear. Her heart felt like it was being squeezed. A chill ran from her spine throughout her body. Isn't this the blackened male lead who killed the female lead's father, brother, and ultimately her entire family in the novel I wrote? Jumaijue? Her head spun, a dizzying sensation like being slapped in the face in the middle of winter. She knew her own identity very well. There could be no mistake. I, Xiao Xiaoqi, am an unknown novelist. The male lead of my novel, Your Highness, Love Me Again, is a prince who was lost and suffered many hardships. After experiencing countless hardships, he successfully regained his identity and married the princess of a neighboring country. But when I was writing the climax of the story, the editor suddenly announced that the work needed to be revised. As if possessed, I changed the ending, having the male lead, Jumaijue, annihilate the princess's entire family, turning him into a ruthless tyrant. He abandoned love and chose ambition and power. Her mind suddenly returned to the previous moment in the modern world, in her dark room, with only the wind whistling through the window cracks and the faint light from the street lamp filtering in. At that moment, she had looked at the barrage of negative comments with disappointment, her eyes gloomy, and sighed, "What the heck? Don't I only have 100 fans?" But before she could hang up, the phone in Xiao Xiaoqi's hand suddenly vibrated like crazy. The screen flickered, displaying strange characters that continuously scrolled, making her stammer in panicked confusion. The words on the screen read, "Author, I curse you to become a human shield." What's going on? Is my phone broken? What's happening? A blinding light suddenly erupted, pulling her into an undefined void. When she opened her eyes, she found herself inside the very story she had written. Her breath slightly ragged, she whispered, her face pale as she remembered everything that is so. So the current situation is, no way am I really cursed. In front of her was Jumaijue. She immediately crouched down, her eyes filled with confusion, her mouth muttering, "This wasn't intentional." He replied weakly, "Yes, it wasn't intentional. You had good intentions." She looked at his pale face, the male lead she had created with her own hands, her heart tearing apart. A vague thought flashed through her mind. What the heck is this blackening level? I can't let things continue like this. she screamed internally. Then, regardless of the consequences, she pulled out the hairpin stuck in his chest. In that moment, she cried out as if tearing apart all the guilt that had piled up in her heart, that I'm sorry. I didn't have any good intentions either. Blood spurted from his chest. Jun Maijue's sharp eyes bored into her, so cold that she fainted in fear. An earth-shattering scream echoed. Someone, come quickly. Seventh Miss has fainted. In her delirium, she was swept into a four-dimensional space. A voice echoed from an unknown source. Xiao Xiaoqi, you were cursed by a reader for changing the ending and transported into the world of your novel, becoming a human shield. Her eyes still blurry. She looked around in confusion. Who are you? Who's talking? The voice continued, clearer now. Currently, the male lead has been blackened by your writing. You can only return to reality by adjusting his blackening level to 0. Otherwise, he will kill you. She tried to stay calm, asking warily, who are you exactly? As soon as the question ended, a screen appeared, floating before her eyes. The system automatically introduced itself. I am the life-saving system. I don't want to be a supporting character, here to help you go home. You can call me Ape. Upon hearing this, she wanted to spit blood. A chaotic thought exploded in her head that I despise such a random name, and the appearance is even more random. This is too deceptive. Without hesitation, she reached out, grabbed Ape, and shook it violently, as if venting her anger. I don't care if you're Pei or not. Get me home now. The system, dizzy, spun around and stammered, I can't, master. I don't have that authority. You have to complete the mission before you can go home. Her voice turned icy, as if surrounded by frost. Really, she tightened her grip on Ape to the point that it felt like it would shatter. I don't want to be here. I want to go home. Then she sat up, screaming in despair. But it was all just a dream, so real that she could hardly believe it. She bolted upright, gasping for breath, to find A Hung, her close maidservant, sitting beside her, gently comforting her. Seventh Miss, this is your home. Where else do you want to go? Just then, the system's cold voice rang out. Beep, beep, beep. Warning. Jun Maijue's blackening level is rapidly increasing. She narrowed her eyes, glancing suspiciously at Ape, thinking, you also have an automatic warning function? The warning sounded again. Warning. Jun Maijue's blackening level is rapidly increasing. Panicked, she turned to A Hung, her voice urgent. How are Jun Maijue's injuries? A Hung hesitated, her voice tinged with fear. Jun Maijue is A Ju's attendant. Third Miss said he must be taught a lesson. First, tie him up and beat him in the courtyard, then report to the Mississippi. Hearing this, Xiao Xiaoqi bolted upright in alarm and ran off, her voice filled with urgency. Heavens, you may not care about your lives, but I do. Behind her, A Hung desperately called out, Miss, put on your clothes and shoes. By now, Xiao Xiaoqi was already in the courtyard. Jun Maijue was tightly bound, his body covered in wounds. Third Miss stood before him, her voice cold and contemptuous. Without a little discipline, you forget your place, don't you? Servants are just servants, lowly things. A shout cut through the scene. Stop! Third Miss looked up. Seventh sister, why are you here? Xiao Xiaoqi didn't say a word, only looking at the bound and injured Jun Maijue. Her heart clenched. Only one thought filled her mind. The system immediately updated. His blackening level has reached 68. Xiao Xiaoqi trembled and collapsed to the ground, her body stiff, her teeth clenched. Despair crept in her mind. Oh my God, how am I supposed to deal with this? A Hung rushed over, anxiously asking, Little Miss, what's wrong? Amidst the chaos, Xiao Xiaoqi's sharp shout suddenly rang out, piercing the tense atmosphere. Everyone stop. I said stop. Her decisive tone made everyone unconsciously pause, their gazes fixed on her. But before she could take another step, a graceful figure approached, her skirt swirling gently with each elegant step. Xiao Wanyu, sweet as a blooming flower, unexpectedly took Xiao Xiaoqi's arm, a gentle, spring-like smile on her lips. Seventh sister, don't be afraid. Before Xiao Xiaoqi could react, Xiao Luohuan quickly joined them, taking her other arm, her voice much firmer than her sister's. That's right, this kind of servant deserves to be taught a lesson. So continue, let everyone see. Xiao Wanyu smiled gently, as if the whole affair were merely a joke during afternoon tea that we understand. We'll let you handle this, seventh sister. Xiao Xiaoqi inwardly scoffed, suspicion flashing in her eyes. Based on years of reading online novels, this sisterly affection was definitely fake. She forcefully quickly pulled her arms free from both of them, the movement so abrupt that Xiao Wanyu let out a soft ouch. Ignoring the surprised looks around her, Xiao Xiaoqi strode over to the bound Jun Maijue, whose face still bore the marks of the beating. She bent down, her eyes filled with a rare seriousness. "Are you all right? Let me help you with these ropes." The reply she received was not one of gratitude, but rather cold disdain, like a lowly cur spitting venom. "Humph, seventh miss. What's with this charade?" She paused, her lips pressing together slightly, but maintained a calm voice that it wasn't me. Suddenly, a loud shout boomed from afar, startling everyone. That what's all this commotion? An imposing figure strode forward, the commanding presence of her father, one of the pillars of the Qiao family, causing the atmosphere to cool. His sharp gaze swept over everyone, then landed on Xiao Xiaoqi. "The moment I return, I hear all this noise. Have you forgotten how a young lady should behave? Xiaoqi, was it you?" Xiao Xiaoqi flinched, her eyes wide, her body stiffening as if turned to stone. Before she could speak, her two fake sisters quickly stepped forward, each taking one of their father's hands, feigning obedience and concern. "Father, please don't blame Xiaoqi. It's all the fault of this lowly servant who doesn't know his place." Xiaoqi barely even looked at him, yet he still acted so presumptuously. "I was only venting a little anger on Xiaoqi's behalf." Father's gaze, sharp as a knife, pierced Xiaoqi. His voice deepened. "Xiao Xiaoqi, is this true?" She remained silent, her heart screaming with indignation. It seemed they weren't just feigning affection. They wanted to silence her completely. Just then, a mechanical voice suddenly rang out, startling her. "Congratulations, master." She flinched, crying out and stumbling back, suddenly appearing like that. "You scare me to death." A cold notification appeared on the system screen. Lines of text scrolled by, chilling her to the bone. "Your first chance to be reborn has arrived. Mission: save Jun Maijue, gain his trust, and then bring him back for your disposal. Failure will result in punishment. Success will lead to the next mission." The mission Apei laid out was like a bolt of lightning, searing through her mind. She thought to herself, "What chance? It seems like you're digging a pit and waiting for me to jump right in." Having reached this point, she regained her composure and spoke softly. "Father, actually," unable to hesitate any longer, she suddenly rushed forward, resolutely shielding Jun Maijue with outstretched arms. A gentle breeze rustled her sleeves, sending strands of hair swirling in the tense air. Her voice rang out clearly, trembling slightly but filled with unwavering determination. "He saved my life." A vague feeling, like smoke, crept in her heart, stinging her eyes. She was truly at her wit's end. Everyone was stunned by her actions and words. The air seemed to freeze in that moment. Her eyes glistened with tears, revealing a fragile yet unyielding strength. Her voice trembled, on the verge of breaking. "I was strolling in the garden when I was suddenly attacked by a snake. I was so frightened that I fainted. It was Ju who saved me." Hearing this, Luo Huan stepped forward, her eyes filled with suspicion. Her voice was cold. "Oh, you have any proof?" Xiao Xiaoqi paused, her lips repeating the word unconsciously. "Proof." Then, as if making a decision, she slowly pulled a hairpin from her sleeve and, without hesitation, stabbed it into her arm. Blood slowly trickled out, staining the cold ground. Jun Maijue stared at her in astonishment, his eyes wide. He gasped in surprise. "What?" She raised her head, her eyes trembling but defiant. She slightly raised her arm. "Look, the snakebite wound is still bleeding." Luo Wanyu, hiding behind her mother, peeked out with a skeptical and mocking look. She retorted, "You're lying. I didn't see any injury just now." Luo Huan quickly chimed in, her tone even harsher. That's right. This doesn't look like anything at all." The atmosphere became chaotic, the tension suffocating. Their father roared, his voice booming through the room. "Enough. Isn't this enough commotion already?" He turned his back, his heavy footsteps echoing on the floor. His voice was deep and hoarse, filled with authority. "Consider this matter closed. The three of you, go back to your rooms and reflect on your behavior." Wanyu lowered her head, replying softly with a resentful yes. Luo Huan, her eyes filled with hatred, watched her father's retreating figure, her lips pressed tightly together as she silently called out, "Father, Just then, a system notification appeared before Xiao Xiaoqi's eyes. Apei, appearing out of nowhere, spoke triumphantly in her mind, "You're amazing. The mission is 10% complete." Looking at the cold text, she couldn't help but laugh bitterly to herself. Only 10%? Her eyes glanced at the still-bound Jun Maijue. She sighed softly that I should probably untie him first. It's still 10% completion. Consider it an act of conscience. It wasn't for nothing that I got myself injured and bleeding. Unexpectedly, as she stepped forward to untie him, his body tilted forward, falling against her without warning. She caught him in a panic and cried out, "Hey!" Passing out like that without any warning. Her voice was high-pitched with genuine worry. "Someone, call a doctor." After a flurry of activity, they finally managed to get Jun Maijue back to his room. Once the doctor had finished examining him, Xiao Xiaoqi breathed a sigh of relief. "Doctor, is he finally all right?" But the moment she turned to leave, an icy hand suddenly grabbed her wrist and pulled hard. She stumbled, losing her balance, and fell into his arms. By her ear, she could only hear even breathing, as if he hadn't woken up yet. She breathed a sigh of relief. Thank goodness, he's still asleep. She gently pushed herself up, her eyes falling absently on his handsome face. She couldn't help but murmur, "He's really quite handsome like this. He's my son, after all, so no wonder." Her hand unconsciously reached out to lightly touch his face, but suddenly his eyes flew open. His hand shot out like lightning, gripping her hand tightly. A cold voice rang out. "What the hell are you trying to do?" Startled, she cried out in alarm, "Oh my God, let go of me." "Wait a minute." Before she could struggle free, his pull was so strong that she fell forward. Their lips accidentally touched in a moment of awkwardness and chaos. He immediately pushed her away, his eyes filled with anger. "Enough! What are you trying to do?" She forced a smile, her heart pounding, but inside, she was in turmoil. Why first kiss? Just like that? And that jerk dares to be angry. "I'm not doing this anymore." A great fire erupted, filled with shouts of "Seize the sixth prince! Kill the Dog Emperor's wife and child!" The Empress embraced Jun Maijue and handed him to the general. "General, Jewer, I entrust him to you." The general asked, "What about you, your majesty?" She paused. "The rebels have already entered the palace. I'm afraid there's no escape. I implore you, General, protect Ju." Then she ran into the burning ruins of the palace. "Consortly, you traitor, don't get ahead of yourself." Some time later, Jun Maijue had grown into a young boy. The aging general lay on his sickbed, saying to him, "Hey Ju, you are actually the current emperor's sixth prince. Your mother was killed by the rebels' blades that year. I've always suspected that this matter is related to Prime Minister Qiao, but I have no proof. I could only protect your life first." Jun Maijue's eyes filled with tears as he looked at the jade pendant the general gave him. "Your Highness, you must find an opportunity to return to the palace and avenge your mother." Prime Minister Qiao Xiaoqi, sleeping soundly, was woken by Apei. Master. Xiaoqi sat up and sighed. This dream, it was the encounter before Jun Maijue snuck into Prime Minister Qiao's residence. No wonder he became so dark after being forced into that situation. Apei said, "Master, hurry outside. Something's happened." Aseong ran in, panicked. "Miss, Steward Shichu and Jun Maijue are arguing about a problem with the military defense." Shichu pointed at Jun Maijue and shouted, "Liar! How could 7th Miss let you stay in my quarters?" Jun Maijue replied, "One room is missing. I'll go." Shichu gritted his teeth. "Did I give you permission to go?" He raised his foot, acting tough every day. "Who are you trying to impress?" Jun Maijue quickly dodged his kick. "My foot." Xiaoqi rushed over just then. "7th Miss is here. Move aside, move aside, move aside." Jun Maijue froze, then thought of that kiss, which fueled his anger. "I heard the steward Shichu was highly skilled in martial arts. I didn't think he couldn't even withstand a single blow." "Shichu, you're infuriating. What did you say?" Seeing the wooden staff nearby, "Let me show you how to behave." He picked up the staff and advanced towards Maijue. Xiaoqi said, "Shichu, how could Jun Maijue provoke someone like Shichu? This isn't like him. Unless..." Shichu advanced, "You're going to die." Xiaoqi thought, "Unless he has a purpose." The staff struck Xiaoqi, causing her to collapse. Aseong cried out in alarm, "Miss." Shichu, enraged, "Damn it." Xiaoqi looked at Maijue in a daze. "Let's go." His purpose was to hurt me. Shichu was still trying to hit Maijue. "Oh, you have the guts." But Xiaoqi shouted, "Enough." Shichu, Do I even matter to you? If you wanted to hurt me, I wouldn't have been able to avoid it anyway. Chu panicked. Seventh miss. I didn't see you, miss. Xiaoqi stood up, holding her face. Who gave you the nerve to lay a hand on Eiju? Knowing it's difficult and still going ahead with it. Maybe something good will come of it. Listen up, everyone. Eiju is my lifesaver. Anyone who dares to touch him is offending me. Ju Maijue thought. Unexpectedly, she's taking my side in front of everyone. Does she have some ulterior motive? Xiaoqi ordered. Someone, give Chu 20 lashes and throw him out of the Qiao residence. Chu knelt down. Please don't, miss. Axiang ordered. Quickly, hold him down. Chu pleaded. I was wrong. Please forgive me, miss. Xiaoqi turned to look at Maijue, her eyes brimming with tears that I'm sorry. This won't happen again. Maijue thought, I can't believe she's actually changed her personality. Xiaoqi then turned her attention to him. Eiju, are you hurt anywhere? Maijue coldly turned his face away. I'm fine. Eipei appeared. Master, you acted so well. Jun Maijue's suspicions about her wavered. Mission completion rate, 50%. She said to Maijue about that, what happened last night was just an accident. I promise it won't happen again. Successfully compensated for last night's loss. Strike while the iron is hot. Just then, Qiao Wanyu and Qiao Zian arrived. Seventh sister, still entangled with this servant? Qiao Zian immediately drew his sword. Just an ordinary servant. How boring. I just learned a new sword move today. Seventh sister, you're lucky to see it. Xiaoqi felt nauseous and thought, what a nuisance. Did I drink too much oil? Why did I let Prime Minister Qiao have so many children? Qiao Zian was showing off his swordsmanship in front of the young ladies. Look here, ladies. The young ladies exclaimed excitedly. So skilled. Amazing. Xiaoqi froze. They actually think this is good? Eipei, how many more idiots like this are there in the Qiao family? Eipei appeared. Master, you're the author of this novel. You should know best, right? Xiaoqi felt disappointed. When Jun Maijue was at the Qiao residence, the female lead hadn't appeared yet. I haven't finished writing her yet. Eipei said, I don't know either. Xiaoqi was angry. What? Aren't you the system? Aren't you here to help me? Jun Maijue was surprised to see Xiaoqi talking to herself. She doesn't know anything. What do I need you for? Hey, what are you doing? Someone shouted. Ouch, the sword slipped. Xiaoqi exclaimed in surprise. Jun Maijue quickly pushed her away. This is bad. I've been tricked by this idiot. Xiaoqi covered her face. Then she opened her eyes, surprised to see the broken sword on the ground. Qiao Shendiai, the fifth young master of the Qiao family, appeared, holding a sword protectively in front of Xiaoqi. Qiao Zian, are you looking for a beating? Qiao Zian stammered, but. Qiao Wanyu, arm in arm with Zian, said, what are you so angry about? Xiaoqi is being intimate with a servant, disregarding the face of the Qiao family and our fifth brother. I just wanted to teach her a lesson. Qiao Luohan, standing nearby, spoke up, leave her alone, third sister. He and Xiaoqi are blood siblings. It's natural for him to protect her. Xiaoqi was astonished. Blood siblings? So I have a real brother. Qiao Shendiai raised his sword and stroked its edge. If Xiaoqi has done wrong, father will deal with it. When was it your turn to overstep your bounds? Now get out of here. The others exclaimed in alarm and quickly disappeared. That's great, master. Your real brother came to help. Xiaoqi thought, flustered, but based on my personal experience, my relationship with Qiao Shendiai isn't actually that good. She then pulled Jun Maijue's hand. Brother, your kindness is beyond words. I'll take my leave now. But Qiao Shendiai blocked her path with his sword. Causing trouble on a daily basis is one thing, but now you're being intimate with a servant, disgracing the family name. Xiaoqi panicked. It's not like that. I didn't. Qiao Shendiai looked at Jun Maijue. Jun Maijue said sadly, being favored by seventh miss. This lowly one has no other choice. Qiao Shendiai grabbed his collar. What did you say? Jun Maijue replied. This lowly one speaks the truth. Xiaoqi thought, keeping the male lead by my side is troublesome. It's a never-ending cycle of problems. But if he stays by my side, how should I explain this? Qiao Shendiai was furious. When she was being harassed by Qiao Zian, why didn't you protect her? And now you have the audacity to say such sarcastic things? Take this sword and duel with me. The loser leaves the Qiao residence. He threw the sword at him. Jun Maijue caught it. I won't. Xiaoqi quickly intervened. Oh, fifth brother. With Maijue's strength, you're no match for him. Please don't fight. She thought, I got an idea. But Xiao Shendiai was enraged. Ridiculous. How can we know who's stronger without a fight? Xiao Xiaoqi sniffled. But he was injured yesterday protecting me. Fifth brother wouldn't bully someone who's injured, right? Xiao Shendiai was surprised. Protecting you? So, Xiao Xiaoqi grabbed his hands. Keep him here. It's inconvenient for me to take care of Maijue, so I'll leave him to you. Then she ran off. I'll take Maijue to teach him a lesson and then come back to find you. Xiao Shendiai held the sword. My sword. Xiao Xiaoqi pulled Jun Maijue to a secluded spot. Then she panted. Luckily, I reacted quickly. You and fifth brother. But Jun Maijue suddenly pointed his sword at her. Xiao Xiaoqi, how did you know I knew martial arts? Xiao Xiaoqi stammered. I just guessed. Jun Maijue pressed further. Then why did your attitude suddenly change? Why are you suddenly so nice to me? What's your purpose? What do you know? Xiao Xiaoqi, flustered, blurted out, Actually, I've secretly admired you for a long time. Hearing this, Jun Maijue was stunned at me. Xiao Xiaoqi grabbed Maijue's hand, which was holding the sword, because it was love at first sight for me. That's why I've been secretly watching how you live. She discovered that his martial arts were both profound and full of inner strength. Maijue was surprised. Then why did you injure me before? Xiao Xiaoqi turned away. That time. I just wanted to attract your attention. But now I understand. Liking someone doesn't necessarily mean possessing them. As long as they're happy, that's enough. She thought to herself, my acting definitely deserves an Oscar. Best actress. Well, whether you believe it or not is up to you. Maijue was flustered. I understand. Xiao Xiaoqi was startled. He believes it. Apei appeared. Master, your mission is 75% complete. Xiao Xiaoqi was surprised. What about his blackening level? Maijue spoke up. I'm just a servant, unworthy of the 7th Mississippi. I hope the 7th Miss can restrain herself a little. Xiao Xiaoqi chased after him. I'll definitely restrain myself. Xiao Luohuan, watching from behind, realized so Xiaoqi likes him that much. Does Xiaoqi like him that much? A few days later, Jun Maijue was practicing swordsmanship with Xiao Shendiai. Xiao Xiaoqi sat watching with amusement. Jun Maijue has been staying at Fifth Brother's place for several days. I'll use the excuse of visiting my brother to see him. As expected, no one interfered. She quickly offered a towel to Maijue. Are you tired? Take a break and wipe your face. Maijue was flustered. Thank you, 7th Mississippi. Xiao Shendiai sulked. She forced a smile. Oh, are you sulking, brother? Fifth brother, you've worked hard too. Plus, my relationship with fifth brother is getting better and better. Killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Jun Maijue spoke up. Fifth young master, you mentioned wanting to retrieve the sword manual last time. Where is it? Xiao Shendiai replied. It seems to be in father's study. Maijue responded. I'll get it for you, young master. Wiping his sweat, Xiao Shendiai said, all right, you can go. But Xiao Xiaoqi interjected, no need. It's too much trouble. I can get it when I go to greet father. Lately, Jun Maijue had been trying to find evidence of his mother's murder and had been looking for a way into the study. Seeing her expression, Jun Maijue relented. Then I'll trouble the 7th Mississippi. Xiao Xiaoqi forced a smile, but it's what I should do. Sorry, but to avoid further complications and finish the mission quickly, I can only stop you. Suddenly, Xiao Luohuan arrived. Maijue, I heard you've been working hard lately. I made some soup for you. She opened the food container. Xiao Xiaoqi thought, I just thought about the mission and the opportunity presented itself. A few days ago, Xiao Luohuan had met with Maijue. Maijue, am I prettier or are the flowers prettier? Jun Maijue coldly replied, flowers. Xiao Luohuan then opened a painting. Maijue, what do you think of my portrait? Maijue remained cold. The face is crooked. Maijue, watch me dance. Jun Maijue fled in fear. I'm freezing. How can she stand wearing that? Back to the present. Xiao Shendiai said, 7th sister, you're not. Xiao Xiaoqi cut him off. 7th sister is multi-talented. Keep up the good work. She then pulled Xiao Shendiai away. I just remembered I have something to discuss with fifth brother. You two talk. Xiao Shendiai was surprised. Huh? Xiao Luohuan offered a sachet to Maijue. Maijue, it's okay if you don't drink the soup. Please accept this sachet. Jun Maijue looked at the sachet and took it. All right. Xiao Xiaoqi glanced back at them as she left. That night, Xiao Luohuan went somewhere and called out, Maijue. Seeing Maijue practicing, she ran towards him and threw herself at him. He had indeed read the letter in the sachet. Suddenly, Aju froze. You're not Aju. Who are you? The servant spoke up. Fourth miss, then stood and embraced her. Fourth miss, I never thought you would be so forward. This humble servant has admired you for a long time. Luo Huan pushed him away in a panic. What are you doing? I clearly had a date. Suddenly, a voice called out, Fourth sister. Xiaoqi and Xiao Lao appeared. Fourth sister. What are you doing? That day, Xiao Wan sat in her room looking in the mirror. She said to Xiao Luo Huan, so that trash, has he received the letter yet? Luo Huan replied, I've put the letter in the sachet. He'll definitely come. I want him to leave Xiaoqi. As long as he acts improperly with me, father will beat him to death. No matter what, Xiaoqi will be heartbroken and in despair. Outside the room, Xiaoqi listened and using a tube. Xiaoqi got us punished. We can't let her off the hook. Xiaoqi was surprised by what she heard. Later, she returned to her room and read the letter. It turned out they wanted to set her up. No wonder there was no Cinder's name on the letter. It read, Tonight, at the hour of the pig, meet me in the flower garden. Suddenly, there was a noise outside. Maijue entered. Seventh miss, what are you doing in my room? Xiaoqi, like a startled cat, quickly hid the letter in her sleeve. Then, she held up a fish-shaped lantern that I came to give you a lantern. That night, Xiao Lao slapped Xiao Luohuan across the face that you've truly brought me great shame. A secret rendezvous, and with a servant, no less. Xiaoqi followed behind, secretly smirking. Don't think that just because I'm an unknown author, I don't know anything about scheming. You want to harm Jun Maijue? Don't blame me for retaliating. Xiao Luohuan raged. It was you, Xiaoqi. It was definitely you. Xiaoqi held her father's arm and said, I only asked father to go and release lanterns. I didn't think I would interrupt sisters. Good time. Xiao Luohuan retorted, so I gave. Suddenly, Xiao Wan stopped her Luohuan in front of father. Think carefully before you speak. Luohuan stammered. Wan Yu whispered in her ear, if you let it slip, we'll both be dead. Their father questioned, what exactly happened? Suddenly, a servant ran in, panicked. Master, there's a noise in the study. You said that while you were out, no one was allowed to enter the study. Xiao Lao was startled. The study? In the study. Jun Maijue was inside, searching. He pulled a book from the shelf. There's a mechanism. Could this be? Suddenly, a voice called from outside. Father, wait. Jun Maijue froze. Outside, Xiaoqi stopped Xiao Lao. This person might not be a thief, but Xiao Lao hurried forward. Thief or not, we'll soon find out. Xiaoqi hesitated. Father, wait. Jun Maijue stood near the door, holding a knife. Xiaoqi tried to pull her father back. Father, wait a moment. Listen to me. Xiao Lao was furious. Xiaoqi, if you stop me again, don't blame me for using family discipline. Xiaoqi called out, Aju, come out. Jun Maijue was taken aback. Xiaoqi stood outside the door. Actually, I wanted to give father a surprise. I asked Aju to secretly come and deliver a lantern. Jun Maijue inside pushed open the door, holding a lantern in his hand. Later, the two of them arrived at the bridge. Xiaoqi exclaimed, I'm so clever. Otherwise, we would have been in trouble. Suddenly, Jun Maijue placed his hand on her shoulder, gazing intently at her. Why didn't I hear you mention anything about a lantern? Xiaoqi explained, I left a message. Can't you see? If you don't believe me, go back and look. I secretly left a note in his room. I was afraid he would suspect me. Maijue walked towards her. I've already read the letter in the sachet. Xiaoqi stepped back. He gripped her wrist and questioned her. You used me to get back at your older sister? Xiaoqi's face showed a flash of pain. Jun Maijue's darkness meter is rising again. Think of something quick. Xiaoqi fretted. You only show up at times like these. She said tearfully, I just wanted to help you. I was afraid third sister would implicate you in her revenge against me. I had to strike first to gain the upper hand. I wasn't using you. Hearing this, Maijue paused. Then he let go of her hand and turned away. Do you think I can still trust you? He asked. Several days later, the manor was bustling with preparations. From that day until now, Jun Maijue hadn't spoken to her. Xiaoqi lay dejectedly on the table. This man is so hard to please. Xiang brought out clothes. Miss, you should change. But Xiaoqi remained despondent that I'm in no mood to change. Xiang then said, but today is the Lantern Festival. Hearing this, Xiaoqi seemed to come back to life. The Lantern Festival? Xiaoqi thought about the Lantern Festival. The Lantern Festival was a very important day for Jun Maijue. On this day, he and the ninth prince would meet. It was the day the biggest female villain in the book, Wei Jiaojiao, fell in love at first sight with Jun Maijue at the Lantern Festival. The thought of it made her uncomfortable. Xiang, help me change. I have to keep Jun Maijue away from Wei Jiaojiao. He needs to connect with the ninth prince. Pave the way for his path to the throne. Later, Xiao Xiaoqi went to the festival. She thought excitedly, it feels so good to know the story's plot. Xiang followed anxiously. Miss, slow down. Jun Maijue followed behind, thinking, what is Xiao Xiaoqi up to this time? Dragging me out here. They passed a shop, and a hawker's voice called out, come. Take a look at the goods. Hearing this, Jun Maijue instinctively turned around. He saw a small sword in the stall. The owner greeted him. Sir, take a look. All items are available for your choosing. Jun Maijue picked up the sword and examined it. The owner smiled. You have a good eye, sir. This short sword is only 20 taels of silver, a very reasonable price. But then Jun Maijue put the sword back that I don't need it. The owner said irritably, damn it, if you can't afford it, don't look. Hey, you're getting my treasure dirty. Xiao Xiaoqi rushed over. Oh, this little trinket cost 20 taels of silver. The owner replied, that's already the best price. Xiaoqi bargained 5 taels. The owner was surprised that I won't make any profit. Xiaoqi offered 6 taels. He countered 16 taels. While the two were haggling, Jun Maijue walked away 0.7 taels, 15 taels. But Jun Maijue brushed her hand away in need. Xiaoqi froze. Your sleeve, it's frayed. Jun Maijue turned back and said, last time it was the lantern, this time a short sword. 7th miss, what are you scheming this time? Then he walked off. Xiaoqi stood frozen. Xiang followed behind and said, miss. Suddenly, a hawker's voice called out from nearby, Dajang's silk has new stock, beautiful and affordable. Come and take a look. Xiaoqi said, Xiang, come help me with this. Let's go to Zhang's silk. A man is examining some goods. Sir, you've been picking and choosing for a while now. This piece is top-notch. This is the one. Suddenly, Xiaoqi arrives and grabs the roll of fabric from the shopkeeper that I'll take this piece. The shopkeeper forces a smile that I sincerely apologize to both of you, esteemed customers. This shop only has this one piece of this fabric left. The man says, Miss, I saw this first. Xiaoqi replies, but you haven't paid for it yet. They exchange smiles, but their eyes flash with animosity. Miss, how about, Xiaoqi suggests, how about we have a competition? The man and his companion are surprised at the competition. Outside, Wei Jiaojiao orders her guards, smash it up for me. The shopkeeper panics, miss, please have mercy. Wei Jiaojiao folds her arms, that you're blocking my way. Continue smashing. Yes, Miss Wei. Jun Maijue is also there, but pays no attention. Elsewhere, Qiao Wanyu and her mother enter the shop. Wanyu says to her mother, Mother, Luo Huan is grounded, and Sixth Brother has slipped away again. It's just the two of us at the Lantern Festival. Her mother reassures her, it's all right. We don't need a lot of people today. A man is waiting inside. You're here, he says joyfully. Niolong then rushes forward and embraces them tightly. Back at Zhang's silk shop, a crowd has gathered. This young lady has scored a point. She's so amazing. Her calculations are so fast. Xiaoqi sits smugly. The man is dumbfounded. How is this possible? Sir, this young lady is too strong. The shopkeeper slams the table. Listen to the question. There are chickens and rabbits in a cage. There are 30 heads and 86 legs in total. How many chickens and rabbits are there? Xiaoqi answers immediately, 17 chickens and 13 rabbits. Everyone is astonished. Amazing. So skilled. Incredible. What? How many chickens? The man is in disbelief. How can she answer so quickly? Xiaoqi smirks inwardly. I'm a young woman from the 21st century. I'm proficient in all kinds of calculations. You're all trash. The man concedes defeat. All right, I admit defeat. Miss, you can have the fabric. Xiaoqi accepts the fabric excitedly. Thank you, sir. He bows in return that you're welcome, Mississippi. You possess extraordinary calculating abilities. I am truly impressed. Suddenly, Xiaoqi notices the jade pendant on his person. This jade pendant. So he's the ninth prince, Jun Maijue. She grabs his wrist. Stay here. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to buy some tangerines. No, I'm going to get someone. Jun Maijue replies, Tangerines? I don't like tangerines. But Xiaoqi leaves, waving her hand, don't go. Jun Maijue arrives quickly to meet his younger brother, Maijue. The servant following Jun Machiuan comments, "That young lady has no manners." But he looked at his wrist, where Xiaoqi had just grabbed him. "I find her energetic and cute. Very interesting." Xiaoqi runs back, calling out, "Hey, Ju," and pulls his hand. "Come on, come on, come on." Jun Maijue says, "Miss, we should go home." Xiaoqi, still excited, asks, "Go home? Why go home? There's someone important." Suddenly, a voice calls out, "Miss Wei, please slow down." Hearing this, Xiaoqi is stunned. "What? Miss Wei? Where is Wei Jiaojiao? What's she doing here?" All the key players are showing up. Wei Jiaojiao stands before a group of servants that you're all just a bunch of lowly people. Deserves to attend the Lantern Festival? It smells so bad. Xiaoqi smacked a piece of fabric against Jun Maijue's face. "Look at the fabric I just bought." Then, covering his face with it, she watched as he stared in surprise. "What are you doing?" he asked. Xiaoqi replied, "See, my discerning eye is never wrong. It suits you perfectly." Wei Jiaojiao scoffed and walked away, muttering, "How rustic." Seeing her go, Xiaoqi breathed a sigh of relief. That was close. Jun Maijue pulled the fabric away. "Having fun playing face-to-face, are we?" Xiaoqi stammered. "And no, not playing, not fun." He continued, "Go to Zhang's silk shop. It just so happens your younger brother, the 9th prince, is there." But Jun Maijue just grunted and walked off. He's angry again. Xiaoqi thought it's good that Wei Jiaojiao didn't run into him. Just in case, should I go check on things? Meanwhile, Wanyu was standing with her mother. You're grown now. Mother hopes you'll know the truth. Xiaoqi was surprised. Who's saying that? The three of them were standing on a balcony. That it's true. Prime Minister Qiao's moods are unpredictable. He's not. I am your real father, a man said. But mother, Xiaoqi was stunned. Di Qiao Wanyu? What's going on here? Did Madame Qiao have an affair? Isn't Qiao Wanyu the Prime Minister's daughter? I never wrote this. A plot twist. It must be because of my presence that the plot is getting richer, Xiaoqi thought, covering her mouth. This is getting exciting. No matter what Suddenly, a waiter noticed her. "Honored guest, are you here for a meal or lodging? This is the back courtyard. Please come to the front hall to be properly received." The three people above looked down in alarm. Who's there? Xiaoqi quickly ran away. Oh no, oh no. Wanyu gasped, "It's her. It's Xiaoqi." Madame Qiao gritted her teeth. "Catch her. Don't let her return to the Qiao family alive." Xiaoqi ran as fast as she could, then stopped by a tree to catch her breath. Even gym class wasn't this tiring. I feel like the situation is getting more and more out of control. She saw a figure approaching behind her across the lake. Jun Maijue, walking through the Lantern Festival, thought to himself, every day is so strange. It's making no sense. Suddenly, Xiang called out, "Young Master Ju, this fabric, did Miss buy for you to make clothes?" Jun Maijue was surprised for me. Xiang took out a sword. "Yes, Miss bought this for you too." Jun Maijue jumped into the lake. Xiaoqi, sinking to the bottom, thought, "I'm about to die." This is the fate of a supporting female character. Jun Maijue, is he coming to save me? But he hates me so much. He definitely won't. Jun Maijue grabbed her. Xiang held out the sword and said, "That stall just tipped over for some reason. I wasted so much time. Luckily, this sword was still there. Miss told me to buy it for you, no matter the cost." Jun Maijue pulled Xiaoqi out of the water with the sword. Reaching the bank, he immediately started giving her CPR. Gasping for air, he laid Xiaoqi on the ground. People crowded around. "How did someone fall in the water?" Xiang cried out in alarm. Miss! Wei Jiaojiao exclaimed in surprise. Seeing that Xiaoqi was still unconscious, the crowd murmured, "How careless." "Oh dear, it's a young lady." One of Jun Machiuan's servants said, "Young master, isn't that the girl from earlier?" Jun Maijue shook her gently. Xiaoqi, wake up." Xiaoqi then coughed up water and woke up. Jun Machiuan approached her. "Miss, are you all right?" He turned and inadvertently saw the jade pendant on Jun Maijue's person. That jade pendant. Jun Maijue immediately pushed Machiuan away. "Don't bother troubling yourself. I'll take her to a doctor myself." He then carried Xiaoqi away. Wei Jiaojiao smiled. "Go and investigate who that young master is. Oh, and the girl in his arms too." Jun Maijue carried Xiaoqi to a place with Xiang. Xiaoqi uneasily asked, "Where are we going?" Maijue replied, "Home." Xiaoqi looked at him questioningly. "Are you angry?" Maijue coldly said no. Xiaoqi paused. "What? You're not angry?" She shivered, her clothes soaked. The thought of the kiss made Jun Maijue blush. That's good, that's good. Even though I didn't manage to get together with the ninth prince, avoiding Wei Jiao is also extremely good. Jun Maijua paused, then smiled. Ape appeared. Congratulations, master. The first mission is complete. Jun Maijua's blackening level has successfully decreased to 28%. Master, keep up the good work. Once the blackening level reaches 0, you can return. Hearing this, Xiaoqi excitedly said, that's great. I'm one step closer to going home. Jun Maijua warned, don't move. At the gate, Madame Xiao is standing with Xiao Wanyu. Xiaoqi, why are you home so late? Where have you been? Xiao Wanyu thought to herself, she's actually still alive. Xiaoqi looked at the two of them, that I almost forgot these two wanted to drown me. I won't let you bully me anymore. General Wei of the Yin Kingdom met Wei Sun. The general's only son asked, where's Jiao Jiao? General, please, how could she be late? Wei Sun go and ask. Wei Sun smiled and replied, cousin, she's probably busy getting ready. General Wei pushed him. Hurry up and go urge her along. Wei Sun had no choice but to leave. All right. General Wei grumbled. Jiao Jiao takes so long just to go out, just like her mother. Just then, Jun Machiyuan walked by. Jun Machiyuan asked, General Wei, where are you going? Seeing him, the father and son bowed. Your Highness, I'm preparing to take my son and niece to the Qiao residence as guests. Jun Machiyuan put his arm around Wei Sun. The Qiao residence? I hear their chef is excellent. Take me with you. Wei Sun replied, Your Highness is as spontaneous as ever. Just then, Wei Jiao appeared. Cousin, uncle, why didn't you two wait for me? Wei Sun introduced, Your Highness, this is my cousin, Wei Jiao. Jiao, this is the ninth prince. Jiao bowed. Greetings, Your Highness. Machiyuan said, You may rise. General Wei spoke up. Since that's the case, Your Highness, why don't you join me? Machiyuan smiled. All right, I have something to do today then. The servant following him sighed. Elsewhere, Xiaoqi was in the kitchen, busily cooking rice, while Jun Maijua swiftly chopped meat. Shun Yi ran around anxiously, and oh, I should still go find my father. He cried out, Sister, you absolutely can't handle this. Xiaoqi took Maijua's arm and said, Trust me, with the Jew's cooking skills, we can definitely do it. Jun Maijua suddenly noticed a smudge on her cheek and wiped it away with a cloth. Shun Yi paused. The two of you, a Jew then said, Today's guest is General Wei. Why did Madame Xiao ask her to cook? Moreover, I couldn't even find any fresh ingredients in the kitchen. Xiaoqi sighed. What else could it be? I ruined her date. She'll naturally think of a way to deal with me. If something unexpected happens, the next step would be to use my father to punish me, then bribe the servants to beat me to death or poison me. Oh my God, nothing new. It's all right, mother trusts me. Shuni asked, Are you sure you want to do this, Xiaoqi? Xiaoqi smiled, but don't worry. Fifth brother, help me bring the food up. Remember to say. Then the food was arranged on the table. General Qiao angrily exclaimed, Hot pot? What's the meaning of this? Why is Xiaoqi cooking today? Shen Yi quickly replied, Madame Qiao requested it. She only asked Xiaoqi to help a little. How could she? Shen Yi faltered. What? General Qiao raged. Then call her here at once. Madame Qiao held his arm. Old master, don't be angry. The ninth prince is here. Zhu Machiyuan then said, Hey, this smells pretty good. Wei Momo also picked up her chopsticks. Old Xiao, don't be mad. Let's try it first. Wei Sun smiled. Yes, it looks quite novel. Then they quickly dipped the food into the hot pot and tried it, then paused. Wei Sun praised, This is really delicious. Wei Momo was also surprised. I didn't expect Seventh Miss to be such a good cook. General Qiao replied, My daughter has only dabbled in cooking, as long as Your Highness and General Wei enjoy it. Meanwhile, Madame Qiao fumed. How could this be? Am I destined to be stuck in the kitchen? Xiaoqi stretched. This should be almost finished, right? A Jew, help me get some water. I'll make milk tea for them. Jun Maijua was surprised, thought, what's that? Xiaoqi explained, it's a very delicious drink. Jun Maijua walked over and pinched her cheek. Xiaoqi licked her lips. Thanks. This made Jun Maijua freeze and pull his hand back. I'll go get the water. Xiaoqi was surprised again. Why? Children grow up and don't listen to their mothers. I understand him less and less. Ape suddenly appeared. Master, a new mission has arrived. Xiaoqi jumped, startled. Ape said, To prevent Jun Maijua from turning evil, you must stop him from discovering the evidence of Qiao Ci's betrayal of his mother. Xiaoqi was surprised, but that's the only thing he's pursuing. Isn't that too cruel to him? Suddenly, someone covered her mouth from behind. What's going on? Wei Momo said excitedly. I haven't had anything this delicious in ages. A servant girl pouring tea beside Wei Sun suddenly spilled it all over his sleeve. Damn it, I beg your forgiveness, young master. But Wei Sun smiled. It's all right. Madame Qiao was furious. How careless. Quickly take young master Wei to change his clothes. The servant girl led Wei Sun to a room and opened the door. Please, young master Wei. Smoke filled the room. Wei Sun looked around and sniffed. This doesn't look like a guest room. There seems to be some kind of scent. The servant girl replied, this is a private room prepared for you. I'll take my leave now. Wei Sun suddenly swayed. This scent. Then the servant girl closed the door. Madame Qiao smirked as she sipped her tea. This time, Xiaoqi is dead for sure. Ha! General Qiao then said to Wei Momo, Brother Wei, I heard that His Majesty was furious the other day. You were there at the time. What exactly happened? Hearing this, Zhu Machiyuan was surprised. Father? Wei Momo replied to General Wei, as a soldier, I have a lot of stories. Easy come, easy go, haha. Besides, I brought my son and niece today. It's not convenient to talk about these internal matters. General Qiao smiled that you're right. Ha! Wei Jiaojiao asked, puzzled, why bring me up? Zhu Machiyuan was surprised. Why did you stop talking? Wei Momo held her teacup suspiciously. As far as I know, the Prime Minister's estate and consort Rome don't have a close relationship. Why call the Prime Minister? Then, where's Sun'er? Why hasn't he come back yet? Elsewhere, Xiaoqi, in her room, was also having a headache. Who's trying to set me up? Isn't this my room? I've seen you in the estate before. Judging by your age, appearance, and attire among the guests today, could you be Wei Sun? Has your character setting collapsed? What's going on? You're the most perfect man in my novel. Let go of me. You're too strong. Suddenly, Jun Maiju arrived and grabbed Wei Sun's clothes. I just want to get the stone. What's going on here? A Jew. Xiaoqi straightened her clothes. Let him go first. He's General Wei's son. Wei Sun looked at the disheveled Xiaoqi. Jun Maiju's killing intent surged. Xiaoqi panicked. This is blackening level increasing? Hey, mister, what are you doing? Calm down. Jun Maiju tightened his grip on Wei Sun's collar and lifted him up. Xiaoqi rushed forward. Ju put him down, but Jun Maiju didn't budge. Why did his blackening level increase by 2 more points? Then, Jun Maiju put Wei Sun down. Xiaoqi was surprised that he just put him down like that. Suddenly, footsteps approached from outside. General Wei, please come this way. Xiaoqi thought, they're here already. Looking at the 8 ice cubes that had just been brought in, she said, got it. Sorry, brothers. She threw the 8 ice cubes at the 2 men. Jun Maiju was stunned, and Wei Sun was startled. Huh? Is this a wake-up call? Then the door opened and a voice called, My lord, what happened here? Wei Momo was surprised at Sun'er. What's wrong? What happened? Wei Sun stammered, Father, I don't remember. A palace maid rushed out, but it's my fault. I'm new here and don't know my way around. I'm afraid I mistakenly brought young Master Wei to 7th Mrs. Room. Madame Qiao was shocked. Preposterous. Drag her away and punish her. However, seeing Xiaoqi's disheveled appearance, she said, Isn't that? Jun Machiyuan glanced at her anxiously. Xiaoqi smiled. It's fortunate that mother reminded me. This young master fell into the water earlier, so I asked the Jew to save him. He was so startled that he fell in too. We just pulled him out and haven't had time to straighten his clothes. I apologize for the unseemly sight. I'll be damned if you get the chance to ruin my reputation. Madame Qiao said, Fell into the water? There's no water in your courtyard. Jun Machiyuan said to Prime Minister Qiao, the Prime Minister's daughter wouldn't lie. This prince finds her very credible. The servant behind him thought, here we go again. Prime Minister Qiao replied, if the 9th prince says so. Xiaoqi cursed Jun Machiyuan under her breath. That little brat. Last time I accidentally made him wait at the fabric store for so long. She then said, I didn't realize this young master was the 9th prince. I apologize for my rudeness last time. Jun Machiyuan said, about last time, we'll discuss it next time. Wei Jiaojiao said that's right, uncle. Cousin Wei Sun's eyesight isn't very good. It's not unusual for him to fall. It's fortunate this young master helped him. By the way, I still don't know your name, young master. Wei Sun was surprised, but Jun Maiju replied, Miss Wei is too kind. A Jew is just a servant's name. Hearing this, Wei Jiaojiao said with disdain, your servant. Wei Momo interjected, all right, Jiaojiao. You should return to the residence first. Wei Sun said shamefully, I've troubled 7th Mississippi. I'll come to the residence another day to apologize. Xiaoqi smiled. It's all right, it's all right. Jun Maijue suddenly stepped forward, blocking Wei Sun from getting closer to Xiaoqi. Prime Minister Qiao happened to see Jun Maijue's jade pendant. Could that be? That evening at the residence, Xiaoqi sat in her room, sewing a piece of fabric, trying to smear my reputation and then kick me out of the Qiao family. Huh? Do you really think I'm a vegetarian? Suddenly, Xiaoqi pricked her finger, and the sound of the door opening startled her. Jun Maijue rushed in, flustered. Miss. Xiaoqi blushed. Jun Maijue saw that she was unharmed. He paused. Miss, why are you acting like a child? Still sucking your finger? Xiaoqi, annoyed, held out her finger and oh no, I just pricked my finger. Look, Jun Maijue took her hand. How could you be so careless? Xiaoqi smiled. Have you been outside the door this whole time? Why are you holding my finger? Jun Maijue blushed, embarrassed. I just happened to be passing by. Xiaoqi interrupted him to say you were worried about me. You're truly my son, she said dramatically. Jun Maijue was flustered. I'm not. Why is your hand so cold? Xiaoqi stammered. Add 2 portions of tapioca pearls, extra ice, 7 parts sugar. Jun Maijue looked puzzled. I asked at the piece of fabric from last time. Xiaoqi was shocked. Are you laughing at my bad sewing? How hateful. Xiaoqi gathered up the mess on the table. What are you looking at? Go back to sleep. Jun Maijue's eyes twinkled with amusement. Yes. The next morning, Shini woke up, still sleepy. A Jew. Good morning. Jun Maijue appeared, handing him a sword. Where did young master go after delivering the food yesterday? Shini sighed. It's a long story. Xiaoqi ran over, calling out, don't you get tired waking up so early every day? Jun Maijue replied, I'm used to it. Xiaoqi smiled. Oh, right, 5th brother, I have a gift for you. Shini paused for me. Xiaoqi pulled out a pouch. Look, Shini picked it up. You didn't need to go through all this trouble. Xiaoqi asked, so how is it? Isn't it beautiful? Jun Maijue coughed pointedly. Shini said, don't you understand what beautiful means? Xiaoqi smiled. Oh, you don't need to be so smug about it. A Jew, are you getting angry? Jun Maijue held out his hand. Xiaoqi looked surprised. She rested her chin on his hand. Jun Maijue asked, don't you want to give it to me? Does 7th Miss still remember me? Jun Machiuan suddenly appeared. Last time, 7th Miss kept me waiting at the fabric shop for quite a while. Today, I've come specifically to settle the score. Jun Maijue's affection level suddenly increased. Xiaoqi was surprised. Is this what you call settling the score? Dragging me around like this? Jun Machiuan said, this isn't nice. That isn't nice either. Xiaoqi followed him. Brother, do you have some kind of decision paralysis? Jun Machiuan held a candied hawthorn chicken. This is a chicken, you know? Don't you know anything? My mother's birthday is coming up. You insist on fighting over the silk I wanted to give her. Ultimately, you have to take responsibility. Xiaoqi sighed. Look, you're making things difficult for me by saying that. Jun Machiuan is the 9th prince. His mother is Consort Rong, a favored concubine in the imperial harem. Under Consort Rong's protection, Jun Machiuan's personality is particularly affable. Finally, Xiaoqi arrived at the jewelry section. All right, let me help you choose. Consort Rong manages the imperial harem. So what should we get her? It has to be something refined. This is it. She picked up a lantern. Jun Machiuan was surprised. A lantern? This? Are you serious? Xiaoqi smiled. Of course not. Later, in front of Xiaoqi's room at the Qiao residence, Jun Maijue was sweeping the courtyard. It's so late, and she still hasn't returned. Then Xiaoqi returned. I'm completely exhausted. That Jun Machiuan really wears a person out. She was startled. Huh, a Jew. Were you waiting for me? Jun Maijue couldn't hide his annoyance. And oh, I'm just cleaning. Does 7th Miss have any instructions? Xiaoqi paused. His blackening level has increased again. He doesn't usually clean at this hour. No instructions. Suddenly, there was a commotion. Thief. A Jew was surprised at a thief. The sound was very close, coming from Lady Qiao's quarters. Maijue immediately shielded Xiaoqi. Be careful. She slipped, and the bag in her hand fell open. This is... Jun Maijue was stunned. That's silk and a set of clothes? Xiaoqi bent down and picked them up. Why the panic? My new clothes are dirty now. She then held the clothes up against Maijue. Let me see if these fit. It's about what happened in Madame's courtyard before the main road. Jun Maijue asked, are these for me? Xiaoqi confirmed. They fit perfectly. The original fabric I chose for your clothes wasn't nice. I picked a better one for you and gave the 9th prince the original piece. Suddenly, Jun Maijue snatched the clothes. I'll take them. Don't give them to him. Xiaoqi was surprised. What are you going to do with them? Jun Maijue shyly looked away. Xiaoqi thought, oh, his blackening level dropped so quickly. Is he that happy about new clothes? And he said, I'm like a child, sucking my thumb. You're the one who's like a child. Jun Maijue sighed, and oh, you're mistaken. Apiao's voice appeared. Master, you're doing great. Continue to charm him and make him let go of his hatred. Xiaoqi brushed her hand dismissively. Charm him? What nonsense. All right, hold on, don't talk about that. She pulled him along. Quick, quick, quick. Come with me to see the commotion. Screams came from Lady Qiao's courtyard. Someone, catch the thief. A panicked maid pointed at the same man from the other day. Someone, come quickly, catch the thief. He rasped, damn it. They said there wouldn't be anyone here. Lady Qiao opened the door. What's going on? Why all the noise? She suddenly froze. The man standing below called out, Lady Qiao was stunned. Why is he here? She clenched her fist. Before this alerts the Lord, let's quickly resolve this. She walked over and scolded the maids. That what's all the commotion? He's just a lost guard. Just watch how I deal with you. Hearing this, the man paused and called out, Madam. She insisted, you must be a guard from the main gate, right? Lost your way. The main gate is that way. Go quickly. He scratched his head. That all right? Thank you, madam. Suddenly, a voice interrupted. Wait a minute. Xiaoqi appeared. I'm afraid madam is mistaken. Dressed like this, how does he resemble a guard? Someone, go inform the Lord. Lady Qiao continued to push him away. When was it your turn to manage my affairs? You may leave, Xiaoqi snapped. Xiaoqi knew that Madame Qiao was too frightened to handle the situation properly and had already sent someone to find her father. Madame Qiao stammered, Xiaoqi. Xiaoqi smiled. Yes, mother. Madame Qiao, like a hungry tiger, roared, Are you determined to defy me today? Xiaoqi, like a panther, retorted, How could I? I'm simply treating you the way you treat me. General Qiao appeared. That what's all this commotion in the middle of the night? Xiaoqi's eyes lit up. The key player has arrived. Jun Maijue sensed the man was about to flee and quickly grabbed his robe. When you spoke up, Xiaoqi, why have you brought a strange man to mother's courtyard? Madame Qiao clung to General Qiao. My lord, this man suddenly barged into my courtyard. It was terrifying. The man retorted angrily, What strange man? I am Qiao Zian. He then slapped the man's face. Silence, you scoundrel. How dare you sneak into the prime minister's estate to steal? Xiaoqi clasped her hands together. Father, please investigate. I also heard the commotion and came to see what happened. Qiao, when you had already informed Qiao Zian of the situation. Prime Minister Qiao ordered, Tell me what happened here. The maid stammered, Yes, my lord. This thief snuck into Madame's courtyard alone. Just now, Madame claimed he was a guard from the main gate. Prime Minister Qiao approached the man and asked, Who are you? The man trembled. I was invited here by Ahua. He pulled out a letter. This is the letter Ahua wrote to me. Madame Qiao exclaimed, Nonsense. I don't even know you. Prime Minister Qiao slapped her. You don't know him? Then how does he know your maiden name is Ahua? See for yourself. Isn't this your handwriting? Madame Qiao crumpled to the ground. Impossible. I didn't. The letter read, My dearest Niulong, a day without you feels like 3 autumns. I have dismissed all the guards and servants in my courtyard. Meet me tonight at the appointed time. Jun Maijue recalled the paper on Xiaoqi's table. A story hard to tell. He whispered to her, The handwriting. Xiaoqi stammered, What handwriting? Maijue said, Madame Qiao wanted to frame you because you discovered her lover. But today, Xiaoqi thought, he won't turn dark because I schemed against someone, will he? Maijue continued, It was all you're doing. Yesterday, Xiaoqi had said to Shun Yi, after bringing the hot pot, Could you go to mother's room and steal her ledger for me? Shun Yi was surprised. What do you need the ledger for? Xiaoqi pleaded, Please, brother, just steal it for me. In Xiaoqi's room. Where should I put my dearest Niulong? She muttered, writing with a brush. While walking with Jun Maqiuan, he was mumbling, Where haven't we been yet? Xiaoqi gave a candied ha to a little girl. Little one, if you want this candied ha, deliver this letter for me, okay? The girl replied, But you look like a bad person. Xiaoqi said, I see you don't want it then. Back to the present. Xiaoqi stammered, You figure it out too? This unpredictable Jun Maijue. He's not going to get angry again, is he? He patted her head. Well done. Xiaoqi turned and asked, You're not angry? Patting my head like that is embarrassing. Jun Maijue smiled. Why would I be angry? Last time you used me, of course I wasn't happy. There's no smoke without fire. No one wants to fight amongst themselves. It's good to know how to protect yourself. Hearing this, Xiaoqi froze. A Jew called out, General, give the order. Someone tie them up for me. Tie up Xiao, Luo Huan too. The three of them panicked. Don't, Prime Minister, Father. Xiao Zian pleaded. Father, I don't know anything. Madame Xiao, being dragged away, glared at Xiao Qi. It must be you. She snatched a sword from a nearby guard. Xiao Qi, I'll kill you. Xiao Qi was stunned to see the sword pointed at her. That you're going to kill someone just for disagreeing? Jun Maijue quickly grabbed the sword and broke it with force. Xiao Qi gasped. A Jew looked at his bleeding hand. Madame Xiao was terrified. Prime Minister Xiao said, "Why aren't you arresting this madwoman yet?" "It's him. I almost forgot." Madame Xiao, being dragged away, yelled, Xiao Qi, I won't let you off. Xiao Qi grabbed Jun Maijue's hand. The wound is deep. We need to bandage it quickly. Jun Maijue reassured her, I'm fine. Prime Minister Xiao interrupted, wait. Someone, search him for me. Xiao Qi shielded him. Father, why do you want to search him for no reason? Prime Minister Xiao said. He and Xiao Qi appeared out of nowhere. Aren't they suspicious? I need to confirm if what I saw yesterday was. Xiao Qi panicked. How can they suspect a Jew? She thought, Prime Minister Xiao must know something. What should I do? I'll search him myself. She then fumbled over a Jew, making him tense. As expected, she felt the jade pendant on him. What'd I do now? Xiao Qi stealthily hid it. Just hide it for now. Prime Minister Xiao asked, Xiao Qi, what's in your hand? Xiao Qi jumped. This old man's eyes are so sharp, even in the dark. Does he have night vision or something? She forced a smile that, oh, it's just a piece of junk. Prime Minister Xiao demanded, oh, what kind of junk? Show it to me. Xiao Qi thought, time to show off my perfect acting skills. She stepped towards him, then back. Yes, father. I'll give it to you. Ouch. She pretended to twist her ankle, flinging the jade pendant. Jun Maijue was startled. The jade pendant splashed into the lake. Xiao Qi knelt, looking down. Oh no, what now? It fell into the lake. Prime Minister Xiao raged you. Jun Maijue's eyes flickered, remembering Ajue's words. This jade pendant is the only thing mother left me. I must keep it safe. Xiao Qi thought, I'm sorry, son. I was forced into a corner. To her father, she said, it was just a worthless trinket. If you like, I'll buy you a few nicer ones tomorrow. Prime Minister Xiao asked, did you see it clearly? It was just a piece of junk, right? Xiao Qi replied, yes, my eyesight is perfect. It was just a silly little chicken design. They sell them everywhere for 9 coins. Prime Minister Xiao said, all right. Xiao Qi's behavior tonight is very strange. Could she know something? I must have someone follow her. Enough commotion. Everyone disperse. Xiao Qi replied, yes, father. She sighed in relief. I've escaped disaster. A Jew, I'll make it up to you. Let's go back quickly. But Jun Maijue avoided her. Thank you, 7th Mississippi. I'll take my leave. Xiao Qi, seeing his darkening aura increase by 78%, cried internally. This is going to be super difficult now. Oh my God. Xiao Qi then waded into the lake to search. I waited until midnight on purpose to come looking, but I forgot about the strong current here. Where did the jade pendant go? A Jew probably won't mind. Master Aju is so smart. He'll surely understand. Xiao Qi sighed. I'm afraid old man Xiao will be suspicious. I deliberately said the jade pendant was worthless. I'll look again. It's getting harder and harder to make a Jew understand me. Behind the wall, someone was watching her. At Prime Minister Xiao's residence. You say Xiao Qi went back there to look for the jade pendant? Withdraw. How strange. Better to wrongly accuse than to let one go. The next morning at the shop. Young lady, you're making this very difficult for me. Longwen script is exclusively for the royal family. How can I engrave it for you? It's not about the money. Xiao Qi asked. Even more money won't do. Didn't you just say you could engrave anything? This won't do. I'll take down your sign. Suddenly, Wei Sun appeared. 7th Miss. Xiao Qi was startled. Young Master Wei? Wei Sun smiled. It really is you. What a coincidence. I was just planning to visit your residence. Oh, Wei Jiao fidgeted anxiously. Cousin, what's going on? We clearly agreed to go to the Qiao residence to apologize together, but after I arrived, you sent a servant to say I didn't need to go. So what am I supposed to do? Suddenly, she saw Jun Maijue. It's him. She called out, stop. This is the apology gift my cousin prepared. But since I've run into you, you can take it in. Yes, your highness. Jun Maijue accepted it. Yes. Seeing this, Wei Jiao was furious. You see me, and you have nothing to say? Jun Maijue was surprised. May I ask who you are? Wei Jiao see that you. How dare you forget me? I'm your master. You're the servant. How dare you forget what I look like? Jun Maijue suddenly remembered that day. He turned away. If there's nothing else, I'll take my leave. Wei Jiao fumed. Hey you, that a Jew. How can he be so cold to me? She remembered him carrying Xiaoqi at the tavern. A lavish spread of food was laid out on the table. Xiaoqi sat listlessly, sighing. Wei Sun said, "These dishes don't suit 7th Miss's taste." Xiaoqi forced a smile. No, I just have something on my mind." Wei Sun asked, "Is it because I offended you earlier?" Xiaoqi quickly explained, "No, it's not that. Young Master Wei, you're overthinking it." Wei Sun looked troubled. "Although I don't remember clearly what happened that day, I can guess." Xiaoqi was surprised. "So, you must also have guessed that you were used by someone. You don't need to blame yourself." Wei Sun said, even though, suddenly, Xiaoqi picked up some more food for him. "A true man shouldn't be like this. I forgive you. From now on, you could just call me Xiaoqi." Wei Sun was flustered. "Oh, really?" Xiaoqi smiled. Really, truer than pearls. This is a good opportunity to build a connection. In the future, Wei Sun will become the greatest general of the Yin Kingdom. It's an opportunity one can't miss. Wei Sun asked cautiously and seriously, "Speaking of being used, 7th. Xiaoqi, do you know who was behind it?" Xiaoqi smiled. "I know. Now there are no more obstacles. Who is 7th Miss, anyway?" Haha. Wei Sun was surprised. "No more obstacles? Have you and she reconciled?" Xiaoqi looked away, flustered. You could say that." Meanwhile, Madame Qiao gritted her teeth and said, "Qiao Xiaoqi, we have to kill you, all right? Tell me about your business. Do you want to go to the Bing Kwang of the Yin State and the Northern States military training camp? If you really have that intention, then be bold and do it. You will definitely achieve good results." Wei Sun is worried, "But I'm not at ease about father and mother." "How would you know?" But Xiaoqi is too careless. "I heard it's just a rumor. She thinks I'm a mastermind behind it all. How can I not know?" She stood up and encouraged him. "Come on, General Wei, a lifetime of heroism. And you don't know how to take care of yourself? A true man must maintain his will to serve his country." Her modern lines were quite fluent. Wei Sun paused. "Thank you, Xiaoqi." He held her hand, thinking it through. "I will definitely maintain my will to serve the country." Xiaoqi smiled. "Very good." Later, Xiaoqi waved goodbye. "Thank you, young Master Wei, for inviting me today. Next time, let me treat you. I'll be going now." Wei Sun replied, "Don't mention it. 7th Mississippi. Take care." On the way home, Wei Sun smiled to himself. 7th Miss has such a good personality, very lively and likable. Suddenly, a passerby said, "Hey, are you saying that's General Wei's son?" In broad daylight, Wei Sun was surprised. "Huh? What are you talking about?" Wei Jiao also joined the group. Don't you know? General Wei's only son and Prime Minister Qiao's daughter are having a shady affair. Wei Jiao whispered, "That's right, and she's also a concubine-born daughter." Ha. She froze. Suddenly, a hand grabbed Jiao's shoulder. Wei Sun appeared, making her stammer, Brother, at the Qiao residence. "It was late when Xiaoqi returned and I've been searching for days and still haven't found a reliable jade craftsman for the matching pendant." The master looked ahead. Xiaoqi looked up and saw Maijue teaching Shun Yi swordsmanship. "Young master, please focus." Maijue held Shun Yi's hand, making him blush. "Is this posture okay?" Xiaoqi called out, "Fifth brother." Aju." Shun Yi turned around questioningly. "It's so late. Where have you been?" Maijue, however, ignored her with disdain. Xiaoqi cried inwardly. Shun Yi, seeing this, sneered, "Are you two quarreling?" Xiaoqi stammered, "Aju." Suddenly, Prime Minister Qiao appeared, calling for Xiaoqi, startling her. "Father, my lord," Prime Minister Qiao said, "I intend to arrange a marriage with the Wei family. Be prepared." Xiaoqi was shocked. "What? Father? Out of the blue, why?" Prime Minister Qiao's expression darkened. "Out of the blue? Haven't you heard the rumors outside?" Xiaoqi froze. "What rumors?" "No matter what they are, the innocent will clear themselves." "I don't care about those rumors." Prime Minister Qiao was furious. "Ridiculous. You don't care about your reputation, but I do. This matter is not up for discussion." He thought to himself, "She's my biological daughter after all. If I can marry her off, I won't have to take her life." Shun Yi winced. Suddenly, she has to get married. Xiaoqi cried out, "Father!" Prime Minister Qiao ordered, "Someone take 7th Miss back to her room. Without my permission, she is not allowed to leave." Xiaoqi was stunned. "What?" And she was dragged away. "Let me go. Let go. Let go." Piao called out, "Master, sometimes less is more. Just go with him for now." Xiaoqi was frustrated. "You don't understand. Jun Maijue still hasn't found conclusive evidence. I'm the one holding him back. If I'm confined, no one can stop him." At the training grounds, Maijue stood deep in thought, holding a shield. Shun Yi saw this and asked why the long face. "Don't tell me it's because Xiaoqi is getting married." Maijue turned away. "It's none of your business, Shun Yi." Shun Yi seemed surprised though. "But I thought you cared a lot about about Xiaoqi. I even thought you liked her. Maijue turned back, interrupting him. No, Shen Yi scoffed. Maijue put on a brave face that, the seventh miss is of noble birth. I'm just a servant. I wouldn't dare reach so high. Shen Yi handed him a bag. Sure. I get it. So, would you mind taking this to Xiaoqi for me? He teased. Not interested, huh? Then why are your ears so red? Maijue took the bag and left. I'm just delivering a gift for young Master Shun. He thought about Shen Yi's words. I even thought you liked her. And Xiaoqi's words. Actually, I've secretly admired you for a long time. You like her. I secretly admire you. Maijue was furious, recalling the Prime Minister's words. This matter is not up for discussion. He suddenly snapped to attention. So what if I like her? And so what if I don't? At Xiaoqi's courtyard, guards stood watch. Xiaoqi opened the door. Hey, out of my way. My stomach hurts so much. I wonder how a Jew is doing. How much has his darkness level increased? Could he have already gone to the study to find evidence? She was stopped by the guard's shields. Seventh miss. The Prime Minister has ordered that you are not to leave before the wedding without his permission. The guards lifted her up. Xiaoqi struggled. Hey, I have a terrible stomach ache. A person has 3 urgent needs. Surely Father wouldn't let me die from holding it in. Suddenly, a chamber pot appeared before her. Miss, don't worry. Brand new. Large size. The guards slowly closed the door. The gift has been delivered. We'll be closing the door now. Please, seventh miss, take your time. Xiaoqi scoffed. Haha, I've got an idea. She lifted the chamber pot. Here you go. The guards panicked. What? Get out of the way. Just then, Maijue arrived, muttering, deliver this and then leave. He stopped short. Xiaoqi, carrying the chamber pot, bumped into him. Huh? What did I hit? Maijue's eyes were red. His darkness level increased to 75%. This was an accident. Maijue wiped his face. The guard came to take Xiaoqi. Miss, please come inside. Miss, quickly go back to your room. It wouldn't be good if the Prime Minister saw you. Xiaoqi struggled. Let go of me. I can walk myself. Let me talk to a Jew for a moment. He shielded her from the guards. With me here, the miss won't be able to escape. Seeing this, Xiaoqi thought, he's kind of handsome. Worthy of being my son. Piao's warning sounded. Warning. Maijue's darkness level has reached 80%. The mission is about to fail. Xiaoqi, embarrassed, muttered, I heard you. I almost forgot. The guard's face changed color, but Xiaoqi kicked the chamber pot towards him. That I promise I won't run. Here's your pot back. Aju, you're just in time. Maijue handed her a gift. The 5th young master asked me to deliver this to you. Please accept it, 7th Mississippi. Now that the delivery is complete, I'll be taking my leave. Xiaoqi grabbed his arm. Hey, wait a minute. I have something to tell you. Maijue turned back to look at Xiaoqi, pausing. Huh. It decreased. She whispered to Ju, I'm sorry. Are you still angry because I threw away your jade pendant? Maijue felt a pang of pain. That was the only thing my mother left me. Xiaoqi exclaimed, I'm sorry. I was forced into a corner back then. But don't worry, I'll definitely make it up to you. Maijue's guards asked how they could make amends. There are some things in this world that money can't buy. The guards murmured amongst themselves. The 7th miss attacked us with a chamber pot. That's outrageous. Really? Yes, it's true. Xiaoqi panicked. Hey, I didn't even use it. I haven't used that chamber pot yet. The 7 Maijue guards looked at Xiaoqi, thinking to themselves, back then, General Qiao must have felt sorry for her. That's why she threw away my jade pendant. The 7th miss must know something. I've delivered the things. Since 7th miss has nothing else to say, I'll take my leave. Xiaoqi thought to herself, it's all because I wrote his backstory so tragically. When I get back, I'll definitely rewrite it so he has a happy ending. Just you wait, my boy. That night, Xiaoqi sat carving a jade pendant. A fragrant smell wafted in. This scent. She paused. It's sweet dumplings. Shen Yi walked over. Your nose is pretty sharp. 5th brother. The jade pendant in her hand fell to the floor. Shen Yi looked surprised. What are you carving? You're wasting that good piece of jade I found for you. Xiaoqi held a sweet dumpling. Yeah, this sweet dumpling has so much meat in it. Which kitchen made these? Oh, sweet dumpling. Shen Yi picked up the jade pendant. Let me see. That's the special one a Jew made for you. Xiaoqi was touched. Sniffle. A Jew is so good to me. Shen Yi continued. I have to say, you have absolutely no artistic talent. This carving is terrible. Xiaoqi chewed as she spoke. What's wrong with it? With these skills, I could open a shop in the modern world. Shen Yi was surprised. The modern world? Who are you making this for? A Jew? Xiaoqi continued eating and mumbled, Imachim. Shini looked at the jade pendant and sighed. Other girls make things like fragrant pouches as tokens of affection. You make this jade pendant, and it's so ugly too. Hearing this, Xiaoqi started coughing. A token of affection? What token of affection? What nonsense are you talking about? Shun, you look surprised. Isn't it? Then why are you so good to a Jew? Xiaoqi spoke seriously. Brother, I can't tell you the reason right now. I'll tell you later. Can you help me get out of here now? Shun, he grabbed her hair. Of course I can. Who told me to be your brother? At Xiaoqi's courtyard, the guards on duty were yawning and nodding off. Suddenly, there was a shout. Fire! They were startled awake. Fire! Fire! Somebody come quick. It's Madam's courtyard. Hurry and put out the fire. They rushed off. Xiaoqi quietly opened a gate. This is my chance. Outside the Prime Minister's residence, Shun, he tossed away some sweet dumpling wrappers. I have to say, my little sister is one tough cookie. In the study, Xiaoqi held a burning piece of paper. As long as I destroy this evidence, I can prevent him from taking revenge. But then again, he might not have any way to restore his identity. Remembering Maijue's guard's words, Xiaoqi hesitated. There are some things in this world that money can't buy. Xiaoqi was conflicted. She blew out the flames. I'll keep it for now. A Piao appeared. Master, if you burn this letter, you can go home soon. Xiaoqi said, I will return sooner or later, but I don't need to use this method. Suddenly, there was a noise outside. Xiaoqi was startled. Someone's coming. The person pushed open the study door and walked towards the bookshelf. Xiaoqi huddled in fear. Who is it? Suddenly, the person stopped. A masked figure approached the table and picked something up. Xiaoqi froze. This is bad. I forgot to get the letter. I'm such a pig. Wait a minute. Xiaoqi was surprised. Isn't this a Jew? He's finally made his move. Maijue picked up the letter and read it. Apiao said, Master, you have a good eye. Apiao didn't recognize her at all. He trembled and clenched the letter tightly. This is medicine I happened to buy from the Western region. It can cause large red patches to appear on the user's skin. Consort Tai said this Tianhua disease is easily contagious. For the safety of the Imperial Palace, His Majesty has allowed them to temporarily stay at the temporary palace. These symptoms are similar to the Tianhua disease. I have bribed most of the imperial physicians in the palace. First, let the mother and son leave His Majesty. Transfer them out of the imperial palace. After they leave the imperial palace, then think of a way to get rid of them cleanly. A general appeared and called, Consort, rebellious troops have invaded the temporary palace. The consort panicked. The temporary palace has been unoccupied for decades. How could rebellious troops attack here? She hugged a Jew tightly. It seems that only when I die can I protect Juror. Maijue gritted his teeth. Xiao Mufeng. As expected, you are the one who killed my mother. I will make sure you die a horrible death. He thought to himself, if Xiao Mufeng is the murderer, then Xiao. Xiaoqi recalled her unusual behavior. Does she also know the truth? His blackening level increased to 87%. Xiaoqi was startled. Oh no. She bumped into the edge of cabinet. Maijue immediately noticed. Xiaoqi panicked. Oh my god, why did you choose this moment to bump into something? Blame it on my shoulder. Maijue walked over. He put the letter inside his robe. Apiao appeared. Master. His blackening level increased to 89%. He's reached the homicidal stage of blackening. Xiaoqi panicked. I see. Now I'm also a potential victim. Footsteps approached. He was coming this way, but Maijue stopped. Then he opened the door. Xiaoqi closed her eyes. I'm done for. Suddenly, Shen-Yi pushed the door open. Who's there? What are you doing here? Maijue quickly pulled down his veil. Young master. Shen-Yi was surprised. A Jew? Why are you here? Maijue replied, I was passing by just now and smelled something burning inside. So I came in to check. Shen-Yi sighed that it's burning in Madam's courtyard. Father said that without his permission, no matter what happens, we're not allowed in the study. Shen-Yi glanced at Xiaoqi. Xiaoqi gestured for him to be quiet. Shen-Yi then forced a smile and put his arm around Maijue. Come on. Let's stay away from the study in the future, or father will get angry like last time. Let's go. Hey, why are you disguised? Maijue replied, I got my clothes dirty while cleaning yesterday, so I changed into a new set. Shen-Yi glanced back at Xiaoqi, thinking, although I don't know what you're doing, I believe you must have your reasons. Then he closed the door. Xiaoqi sighed in relief. He's truly my good older brother. When I return, I'll give him a good ending. Marriage to a princess. promotion, wealth, and a prosperous life. So touching, the god doctor is like reaching the peak of life. In his study, Qiao Mufeng looked at the empty bookshelf. He was stunned. Better to kill by mistake than to let one go. They can't stay. A guard arrived and announced, Prime Minister, General Wei has arrived. In the Wei Mansion's reception hall, Wei brought the betrothal gifts. The gold, silver, jewels, and treasures dazzled Qiao Mufeng. Welcome, General Wei. Madame Wei approached and addressed Qiao Mufeng. Prime Minister Qiao, I heard that 7th Miss is under house arrest because she disagrees with this marriage. Qiao Mufeng froze. Who is so unruly as to spread such rumors? Shun Yi happily chirped that it was him. Madame Wei replied, I've come today on behalf of my son to propose marriage. He has caused 7th Miss quite a bit of trouble in the past. A young lady's reputation is paramount. He is truly devoted to your 7th Mississippi. This union should be a joyous occasion. However, I see that 7th Miss doesn't seem to have feelings for Wei Tuan. Although it's said that generations of the Wei family are simple-minded warriors, I understand that you can't force a melon to ripen. Qiao Mufeng's voice deepened. General Wei, you jest. Parental orders, the matchmaker's words. A younger generation's marriage is decided by their elders. This is a self-evident truth. Madame Wei forced a smile. How about Prime Minister Qiao lift 7th Miss's house arrest? After I return home, I'll have Wei Tuan personally ask for 7th Miss's opinion. What do you think? Qiao Mufeng smiled. Someone remove all the guards from 7th Miss's courtyard. Madame Wei thought to herself, Tuaner, I've done my part. The rest is up to you. Jun Maijue was sweeping the courtyard. Xiaoqi appeared and called out, a Jew, but he ignored her. Xiaoqi was stunned. A Jew. Are you still angry? Do you still not understand me? Jun Maijue remained silent. Xiaoqi sighed. A Jew's jade pendant. I don't know how long it will take to appease him. Here, take this. Maijue replied. 7th Miss should be careful to avoid misunderstandings. He stared dumbfounded as Xiaoqi held out the jade pendant to him. That jade pendant is an irreplaceable treasure to you. I understand your anger. I swear I will find it for you. Maijue froze, looking at her injured hands. He then accepted the jade pendant. Blackening level, 75%. Xiaoqi thought, it's decreased. Pretending to be seriously injured in multiple places was the right move. Years of acting experience really pays off. I carved this myself. Although it's not exactly the same, it's somewhat similar. Will this appease you until I find your jade pendant? A voice suddenly boomed. Xiaoqi, you're becoming more and more audacious. In broad daylight, flirting with a servant, and you're supposed to be marrying into the Wei family. You've completely disgraced me. Qiao Mufeng appeared. Xiaoqi hid behind Maijue and called out, Father, are you going to put me under house arrest again? Qiao Mufeng ordered. Someone seize him and lock him up. He pointed at Maijue. Xiaoqi cried out and shielded him. None of you dare touch him. The guards replied, Miss, please don't make this difficult for us. Xiaoqi confronted her father. Why do you want to arrest a Jew? She thought this is bad. Could he have discovered a Jew's identity? She exclaimed, Father, even if you're powerful and influential, you can't arrest innocent people. Qiao Mufeng is suddenly making things difficult. He must have discovered that the letter is missing from his study. A Jew is in danger. Qiao Mufeng questioned, Are you teaching me how to do things? Xiaoqi placed her hand on her chest. If father wants to kill a Jew, then kill me first. Jun Maijue froze. Qiao Mufeng thought to himself, I really shouldn't have rushed into betrothing her to the Wei family. Dealing with this is even more troublesome now. How does Xiaoqi know I want to kill him? The guards were bewildered. The master only said to arrest him. 7th Miss is making a mountain out of a molehill. Qiao Mufeng ordered, First, take 7th Miss back to her room. Without my permission, she is not allowed to leave. The guard replied, Yes, sir. Xiaoqi crossed her arms. Hold on. If you hurt him, father will punish you. Wei Tuan and I are betrothed. The Wei family won't let you off easily either. Have you thought this through? Xiaoqi said calmly. Jun Maijue was surprised. She's using the Wei family as her backing. Suddenly, Ape appeared calling master. Jun Maijue's blackening level increased again. Xiaoqi looked back at him. What's going on? Such a high blackening level. Is the game bugged? Qiao Mufeng ordered. What are you standing around for? The Prime Minister's manor doesn't house useless people. Xiaoqi challenged. Let's see who dares. The guard stood awkwardly between them. Master, Miss. Young Master Wei is here and says he wants to see 7th Mississippi. Maijue's blackening level increased to 80%. Xiaoqi was surprised. Why is Wei Tuan here? Hearing this, the guards seemed to relax. Finally, when no longer being tormented by this father and daughter, Xiao Mufeng said, "Take young Master Wei to the guest room and wait for me." Suddenly, Wei Tuan walked in. "Prime Minister Qiao, although propriety dictates that 7th Miss and I shouldn't meet before the wedding, I have a few words I'd like to ask her. Please forgive my transgression." Xiao Mufeng smiled. "If young Master Wei has something to say, I can wait here." Wei Tuan was flustered. "Well, it's not something that can't be said openly. It's just, I'm a little embarrassed. I've ruined 7th Miss's reputation. 7th Miss, my father has brought back the betrothal gifts, saying that 7th Miss doesn't wish to marry me and is under house arrest. He told me to come and speak with 7th Miss myself." Xiao Mufeng was embarrassed, and Xiaoqi was bewildered. "What?" Jun Maijiue's blackening level decreased. Wei Tuan said to her, "I obeyed my parents and agreed to the marriage. Firstly, because I've tarnished 7th Miss's reputation and want to resolve this issue for her. Secondly, because, although we haven't known each other long, 7th Miss is lively and adorable, and I admire you greatly." Xiaoqi was embarrassed that, "Oh, this is so sudden. We've only met a few times." Jun Maijue suddenly stepped forward and said, "You are still not married. Please, young Master Wei, show some restraint." Wei Tuan stepped back. "I apologize, 7th Mississippi. I respect your opinion, but I also don't want to give up easily. The reason you're unwilling to marry me is because you don't like me, right?" Xiaoqi thought, so straightforward. Then she looked at Xiao Mufeng. "Wait, I almost forgot he might want to kill a Jew." Wei Tuan waited expectantly. Xiaoqi considered how to resolve the situation. Wei Tuan looked dejected. As expected, Xiaoqi suddenly had an idea. "I've got it. Actually, ever since I was little, I've dreamed of marrying someone with strong martial arts skills. If you can defeat a Jew, then I'll agree to this marriage." Wei Tuan apologized. "I understand." Jun Maijiue's blackening level suddenly increased. Wei Tuan replied, "Please instruct me." Maijue immediately took a defensive stance, desperate to beg. Xiaoqi quickly swatted his hand away. "Not now. Don't cause trouble. Only Wei Tuan can save you right now. Brother Wei Tuan, please take a Jew back to the general's mansion. Tomorrow, you and a Jew can announce your relationship. If you can defeat a Jew in front of everyone, then I'm willing to marry you." She thought to herself, with so many witnesses, that old devil Xiao Mufeng probably won't act rashly. Then I can get a Jew out of the capital. Wei Tuan was doubtful. Save him? Xiaoqi, he lost. But Xiaoqi pleaded, "Please, I beg you." Wei Tuan finally agreed. "All right, it's settled then, Prime Minister Qiao. May I borrow your men?" Xiao Mufeng forced a smile. "Of course." He thought to himself, "Xiaoqi, you've ruined my plans again. Don't blame me for not showing fatherly affection." At the Qiao residence, Shun Yi said to Xiao Mufeng, "Father, this is a major life event for Xiaoqi. Let me go with her to watch the martial arts competition tomorrow." Xiao Mufeng pondered, then said, "Fine, take her out tomorrow. Keep a close eye on her. Don't let her cause me any more trouble." Shun Yi smiled. "Thank you, father. I'll go tell Xiaoqi the good news." He thought that was easy. "I thought I'd have to help Xiaoqi sneak out." After Shun Yi left and closed the door, Xiao Mufeng sat in his room and said, "Come out." A guard appeared to go to the arena and find an opportunity to cause a disturbance. "Then kill the man in this portrait." He opened the portrait. It was a Jew. "If the person in this portrait tries to stop you, take care of them both." At the crowded martial arts arena, Xiaoqi sat with Shun Yi and the guard, looking around. She thought, Xiao Mufeng's assassin definitely won't let a Jew off easily. He's definitely involved. Shun Yi nudged her. "What are you doing?" Xiaoqi stammered. "I'm looking around for any suspicious people." Shun Yi thought, "You're the most suspicious person here." Today, the general's son, Wei Tuan, has opened the arena to publicly challenge this gentleman. The rules are no malicious injuries. You can forfeit during the match. Falling off the stage constitutes a loss. Xiaoqi thought, "I need to find a chance to tell a Jew that Xiao Mufeng wants him dead and that he needs to leave the capital. But he's already seen the letter, and I'm the daughter of his mother's killer." She worried, "Will he listen to me? He probably just wants revenge now." She saw someone lurking nearby. She was shocked. What is with that mask? That old Xiao is being way too obvious with this assassin. I have to warn a Jew. She yelled at Jew. Jun Maijiue turned curiously. Then the referee announced, "Begin." Jun Maijiue turned back and drew his sword. Wei Tuan also tensed. The two began to duel. Xiaoqi was anxious. The assassin is right there. How can you still be fighting? "Big brother, he's moving." Xiaoqi jumped up. "Not good. He's making his move." A Jew. She ran off. Shun Yi was startled. "Xiaoqi, where are you going?" Maijue and Wei Tuan were fighting intensely. Message knocked Wei Tuan back, and a jade pendant fell out. Someone yelled. He looked up. Xiaoqi, seventh miss, and two others rushed over. Everyone crowded around. What happened? He ran away already. Where's the person from just now? Someone's bleeding profusely. Seventh miss knelt on the ground. I'm dying. Maijue arrived, worriedly calling out, Seventh miss. Seventh miss clutched her injured wrist. A Jew. Someone wants to kill you. Listen to me. Leave the capital and find a place to hide. Suddenly, Maijue reached out and lifted her up. At Seventh Miss's courtyard, Seventh Miss watched a Jew examine her wound, thinking, can his blackening level decrease further? Wei Tuan, sitting beside her, said, Seventh Miss, although a Jew has forfeited the competition, and I have won the duel, let's consider our previous agreement null and void. Seventh Miss smiled. Really? Wei Tuan replied, yes. I will tell my father. I won't bother you anymore. Seventh Mississippi. He thought, she already has someone in her heart. She's willing to risk her safety for him. Why should I make things difficult for her? Seventh Miss excitedly patted his cheek. Visiting friends doesn't count as bothering. Don't grow old and die without contacting me because of this. Suddenly, Seventh Miss's father entered with his majesty. He introduced, this is the servant, a Jew, whom Wei Tuan competed with today. Seventh Miss thought, what is my father doing here now? And who is that beside him? His majesty's gaze sharpened. He asked, young man, I have a question for you. Show me your jade pendant. Seventh Miss's father was stunned. This jade pendant. I wasn't mistaken. He stepped forward and asked the Jew, is this your jade pendant? Maijue was wary. Seventh Miss snatched the jade pendant, thinking, why does this person have this jade pendant? She smiled and said, this is mine. Huh. I had nothing to do, so I carved on a whim. Please excuse me. Please excuse me. Her father was furious. Unruly child. You're becoming more and more disrespectful. Your Majesty, I apologize for my failure to discipline her. Please forgive me. Seventh Miss was shocked. Whoa, the Emperor. Wei Tuan immediately bowed. Your Majesty. Seventh Miss thought, my real father has come knocking. Her father yelled, why aren't you kneeling? His Majesty said, rise. He walked towards Maijue. A Jew stared back that I wish to speak with this young man. Everyone else, leave. The other three went outside. Yes. Seventh Miss thought, it seems this mission has failed. They went to the lotus pond. Seventh Miss sat by the tea table, resting her chin in her hand, staring into the distance. Xiang ran over to gossip. Miss. Sixth Miss, have you heard the news? But Seventh Miss sighed that I know. Xiang was surprised. You know what I'm going to say? Seventh Miss said, you're going to say that a Jew is the sixth prince who went missing for over a decade, right? Xiang was excited. A.S. expected a miss. You know the latest news in the capital without even stepping outside. But Seventh Miss sighed. Qiao Shendiai suddenly arrived, carrying a tray of medicine. Why are you sighing so early in the morning? Xiang eagerly gossiped. Young master, did you know? A Jew is the missing sixth prince. Qiao Shendiai was surprised. What? Don't speak nonsense if you don't know anything. Xiang insisted, it's true. There are imperial notices posted all over the city. He'll be officially recognized as the prince soon. Now the whole city is talking about this. Xiao Xiaoqi exclaimed, it's true, brother. The Qiao family might be doomed. Should we run away quickly? Qiao Shendiai put down the medicine tray and patted Xiaoqi's head. Is something wrong with your brain? Why are you starting to talk nonsense? Qiao Xiaoqi frowned and I'm fine. I'm just worried he'll take revenge on the Qiao family. Qiao Shendiai replied, isn't it a good thing that a Jew has recovered his identity as a prince? He must have suffered all these years. Qiao Xiaoqi, with a worried expression, thought that's right. All the suffering is my fault. The system announced, host, mission failed. The Qiao family will be destroyed by a Jewess revenge. Host, mission failed. The Qiao family will be destroyed by a Jewess revenge. Xiaoqi angrily muttered, it's been nagging about this since morning. Qiao Shendiai sat down. Little sister, there were so many people there. How did you get hurt? Xiaoqi, startled, replied, that man wanted to kill a Jew. I saw him, and he tried to attack me first. Qiao Shendiai asked in surprise, how did you know he wanted to kill a Jew? Xiaoqi froze at, oh no, I'm screwed. I saw him secretly draw a dagger, and he kept staring at a Jew. The situation was dangerous, so I rushed over there. I can't say it's because I know my father and brother are villains who always want to kill a Jew. Qiao Shendiai said sadly, is that so? Seeing his pained and tired expression, Xiaoqi stood up and called, fifth brother. Then, Xiao Shindiai turned to leave, saying, I'll go ahead. I must catch that assassin and avenge you. Hearing this, Xiaoqi froze that I'm the one who sent him. Actually, fifth brother, I already know who the culprit is. Xiao Shindiai reminded Xiang, remember to change the bandages for Xiaoqi later. Xiang replied, yes, young master. As Xiao Shindiai walked away, he thought, yesterday, the assassin last entered father's study. Why would father want to kill a Jew? And why doesn't he care about Xiaoqi's safety? At Xiaoqi's courtyard, Xiang reported, Miss, they found the person who injured you. Xiaoqi was surprised. Where did they find him? She thought, if this assassin confesses to Qiao Mufeng, then a Jew won't live with hatred forever. Xiang continued, her voice full of horror. The sixth prince and the emperor have testified that you, miss, were accidentally injured. The assassin's real target was him. So, the emperor ordered a thorough investigation. The body was found in the wasteland outside the city. When young master chased the assassin yesterday, he inflicted many wounds. The officials just asked young master to go and identify the body. It's the assassin. Xiaoqi thought, silencing witnesses. Qiao Mufeng's work is truly clean and efficient. Xiang said to her, Miss, don't worry. Young master will protect you. She added, now that a Jew, the sixth prince, has power, he will definitely repay you for your kindness. Xiaoqi thought back. If he doesn't repay me by stabbing me through the heart, I'll thank heavens. At the imperial palace, Zhu Meiju looked at the portrait of the two of them that I can't believe it. He didn't even spare his own daughter. Xiaoqi, I've been too suspicious of you all this time. You never intended to harm me. The next morning, at the Qiao residence, Shindiai sat with Zhu Meiju. I can't believe you had to go through such a twisted ordeal. Fortunately, you've regained your identity now. My intuition tells me regardless of my status, I won't forget my time here. Xiaoqi peeked from behind the railing. Why hasn't this blackened character appeared? Is he preparing for the first stage of his manifesto? Revenge. Ape appeared, calling master. The first thing Zhu Meiju did after regaining his identity was to destroy the Qiao family as punishment for the failed mission to prevent him from reclaiming his status. She would witness the downfall of the Qiao family. Xiaoqi thought, this system is truly something, able to calmly utter such terrifying words. Ape, in their usual innocent and adorable servant manner, spoke up. Xiaoqi, why are you still standing there? Come here quickly. Xiaoqi stammered, yes. Brother, why did you call me? I'm afraid that hateful Zhu Meiju. He turned his head, his cold expression making Xiaoqi freeze. Then he stood up and smiled. Xiaoqi bowed, greetings, sixth prince. This is quite unusual, isn't it? Zhu Meiju said, you can call me a Jew like before. Xiaoqi immediately backed away, and oh no, I can't call you that. He's saying I'm being disrespectful. What can I do if he makes things difficult for me? Meiju's blackening level suddenly increased. Why did my stepping back affect his blackening value? Is it because I used to call him a Jew, disregarding his status as a prince? Or should I just stop listening to him now? Xiao Shindiai sighed. Silly little sister, suddenly acting so formally with a Jew. He's definitely not happy. Ape said, Master, Zhu Meiju's value has increased. It may not be long before your life is in danger, perishing along with the Qiao family. Xiaoqi thought, I've been wondering about the reason for the fluctuations in his blackening value. I'll try to figure out a Jew-esque pattern first. Meiju replied, oh, why is that? Xiaoqi smiled. I can't believe I can directly address the prince by name, so I just need to do what he says. Meiju smiled. Xiao Shindiai stood there, bewildered. Who am I? Where am I? I shouldn't be here. At Xiaoqi's courtyard. Ape, I have a question for you. Xiao, go away. The system is undergoing maintenance. Please try again later. Xiaoqi sat, chin in hand. Before, the blackening value changed based on the harm a Jew received. Now it changes according to his mood. Who knows what problems will arise? Ape said, Ape is a system that knows nothing. I can't understand this change. Xiaoqi asked, now that this unknown situation has occurred, does it mean my efforts haven't been completely wasted? Although I can't stop the plot from developing, the Iju I know here is a little different from the Iju I wrote. Ape called, Master, aren't you the author of the novel? You should know the tyrant Zhu Meiju very well. Xiaoqi sighed. I didn't know. At that time, I was just very upset and used my writing as an outlet for my anger. To cater to the market, I gave a Jew a difficult life to gain readers' sympathy. I'm the one who caused all the pain he's experiencing now. I can't complain about the work being cut in half compared to reality. So, a Jew was turned into a villain. I never thought that one day, my fictional Zhu Meiju would become a real existence. He's standing right in front of me. Ape is flustered. Master, Xiaoqi slapped his face. A Jew's blackening hasn't fully completed yet. I can still turn him around. It's too late for regrets now. I'll rewrite a Jew's blackening arc myself. I'll teach myself a lesson. Just wait, Aju. Mother will guide you back to the righteous path. At the Qiao residence, Jun Miju held a sword in his hand. Ai, this sword is for you. Shen Yi accepted it. Aju, you're too kind. Xiaoqi sat to the side, sighing. Isn't there anywhere to practice martial arts in the palace? Why do you always come here? Originally, I wrote Qiao Mufeng and Qiao Xiaoqi as minor supporting characters. Now it seems the plot has changed a bit. It seems not everyone in the Qiao family will make things difficult for Aju. Aju won't lose all reason for revenge. He won't kill his friends, right? A voice suddenly called, Xiaoqi, startling her. Shunyi asked, what's wrong? Xiaoqi gave an embarrassed laugh. Oh, I was just lost in thought. Ju sipped his tea and glanced at her. Shunyi said, you weren't listening to a word we were saying just now. Aju is preparing to leave the palace and build his own princely residence. Xiaoqi stiffened. In the original plot, Aju chose the site of the former Qiao residence from decades ago to build his residence. But during renovations, he found evidence of Qiao Mufeng's attempted rebellion, which led to the complete destruction of the Qiao family. That evidence, of course, was fabricated by Aju for revenge and because of his resentment towards the emperor. Jun Miju then said, I think the site of the old Qiao residence isn't bad. Shunyi replied, that's a good location. It's not far from the general's residence. If you build your residence there, you can come come find me to practice martial arts more conveniently. Xiaoqi anxiously said, fifth brother, when building a princely residence, you should naturally choose a prosperous area. Is being close to the general's residence considered an advantage? Jun Miju replied, I think it's not bad. I'll discuss this with father when I return to the palace. Shun Yi rejoiced. Great. Xiaoqi was in agony. This idiot. Grate my foot. What nuisance. Is he tired of living? Don't just hand someone the opportunity to annihilate your entire family. Aju, the old Qiao residence is in a desolate and remote area. The feng shui is bad, and the yin energy is very heavy. Jun Miju sighed. I don't believe in feng shui. As long as it suits me, it's fine. Hearing this, Xiaoqi felt helpless. He's right. How can I influence his decisions? I can only hope to persuade him during this time. Ape appeared, announcing, Master, didn't you write that annihilation plot? Xiaoqi sighed. Shut up. Don't become a cold-blooded family annihilator. Jun Miju asked, what's wrong? You don't want me to be near the general's residence. Xiaoqi quickly explained, of course not. Being close to the general's residence means we can see each other often. I'm very happy about it. Look, his blackening level is decreasing. It's going down. Ever since I discovered the pattern of his blackening values fluctuations, I've had to go along with the Jew more and more. He's really just a child who needs to be coaxed. Later, Jun Miju held a crossbow in his hand. Look at this. Shun Yi exclaimed, wow, what novel weapon. I've never seen anything like it before. Xiaoqi thought to herself, isn't this a bit too intimate? Should I just bring the marriage registration office over for you two? What do you think? Watching the two of them sitting at the table, chatting and laughing intimately, the construction of the princely residence had already begun. In the end, the old site of the Qiao residence was chosen. Jun Miju spoke up. Xiaoqi, why have you been so spaced out lately? Shunyi is right. What's on your little mind? Xiaoqi stammered. Just a little. Jun Miju asked, what is it? Xiaoqi replied, I have a friend. Shunyi looked surprised. You have a friend? Hearing this, Xiaoqi glared at him angrily. Shunyi chuckled awkwardly and rubbed her head. Just kidding, just kidding. Xiaoqi continued, it's about my friend, A. She and her friend, B, have a very good relationship. But one day, B discovered that her sworn enemy is actually a member of A's family. What should she do? Jun Miju immediately responded, well, it depends on what kind of feud it is, Xiaoqi. Xiaoqi said, it's a pretty serious feud. B seems to want to annihilate A's entire family. Shun Yi was surprised. Such a deep grudge? Did B mention seeking revenge? Xiaoqi worriedly replied, not yet, but that's how I originally wrote the story. Jun Miju took a sip of tea that if B insists on revenge to the point of madness, then it depends on how much it truly means to be. Xiaoqi suddenly realized something. I probably weigh less than an ant to him. Maju gripped his teacup tightly and placed it on the table. And what you're saying is just your own speculation. You haven't actually discussed this with B, right? Every injustice has its perpetrator. He might value her more than she thinks. Hearing this, Xiaoqi froze. Could he know I'm talking about him? Maju, in his dazzling, brilliant attire, walked forward. His handsome face made Xiaoqi stare blankly. She quickly regained her composure and said, I just don't want anyone to live in constant pain because of hatred. She thought to herself, I can't lose focus because of his looks. Maju walked up to her and said, a gentleman must avenge his grievances. Xiaoqi smiled and said, if revenge is absolutely necessary, you can also use the law to seek justice. He sneered that if it were me, I would definitely take revenge personally, and it would be an eye for an eye. Xiaoqi was startled upon hearing this. Xiao Shan-yi, seeing the two of them suddenly arguing, became alarmed. Suddenly, Maju stood up and said, but in any case, 7th Mrs. Friends needn't worry. I still have things to attend to, so I'll take my leave. With that, Maju turned and left. Seeing this, Xiao Shan-yi glanced at his sister worriedly. The two of them were getting along so well. What happened? Outside the Prime Minister's residence, people were clamoring, what's going on? What great crime has the Prime Minister committed? At this moment, Maju stepped forward. He led the soldiers. A general shouted, surround the Prime Minister's residence. Don't let a single fly escape. The soldiers immediately raised their spears and echoed the command. Xiaoqi, who was sound asleep, was awakened by the miserable cries. Help! She sat up, rubbing her eyes, and asked, what's that noise? Someone cried out, this is an injustice. Hearing this, she instantly became alert and wondered, could it be that Ajia has already moved against the Qiao residence so quickly? She immediately got out of bed, put on her clothes, and anxiously thought, Qiao Mufeng is indeed guilty, but does the entire Qiao residence have to die with him? Xiaoqi hurriedly ran outside. At this time, Maju stepped forward, stood on high ground, looked down, and called out Prime Minister Qiao. The Prime Minister, escorted by soldiers, scowled and asked, Sixth Prince, what is the meaning of this? Maju threw a doll riddled with needles to the ground and asked Prime Minister Qiao, do you really not know why I'm here? The Prime Minister, startled at the sight of it, asked in alarm, what is this multicolored doll doing here? Maju said coldly, this object was found in the Qiao residence, in the room you previously occupied. Trembling with rage, the Prime Minister pointed at him and said, I've never seen such a thing. This is slander. Maju said indifferently, guards, Qiao Mufeng, once Prime Minister, has concealed treacherous schemes and committed acts of treason. According to the law, his property shall be confiscated and his family executed to the 3rd degree. The Prime Minister, shocked, asked, what? Execution to the 3rd degree. All the other young masters and misses in the residence trembled in fear. Maju continued, you should regret not eliminating the root of the problem from the beginning. The Prime Minister trembled. S.O. It was you who took the letter. Maju drew his sword and swung it towards him. Qiao Mufeng, today I act on behalf of the Emperor to eliminate this traitor. Qiao Mufeng asked, trembling, how dare you? The truth is yet to be revealed. You're defying the Emperor, using official business to settle a personal vendetta. Xiaoqi, rushing towards them, saw Maju raise and then lower his sword. In an instant, Qiao Mufeng's head was severed. Everyone in the residence cried out in terror. Witnessing this scene, Xiaoqi saw Maju's blackening level gradually decrease from 70% to 40%. Qiao Mufeng's blood splattered onto Xiaoqi's face. She reached up, her hand trembling as she touched her face. Seeing the blood on her hand, she murmured, blood. Overwhelmed by fear, she fainted. Maju rushed forward to catch her. That night, at Maju's temporary residence, heavy rain poured outside. Xiaoqi slowly regained consciousness. Sitting up, she thought to herself, Maju's room. There's still a faint smell of blood. It seems Qiao Mufeng is truly dead. The execution of the Qiao clan to the 3rd degree is also real. Then what about brother? Tears streamed down her face as she cried out, brother. At the temporary residence, the night rain pounded relentlessly against the eaves. A subordinate rushed into the main hall, drenched and pale, reporting to Maju, it's terrible, Your Highness. 7th Miss is missing. Maju asked in shock, what? Meanwhile, in a secluded corner of the royal residence, rain drizzled, each drop tracing a path down the moss-covered stone wall. Beneath a damp dog hole by the fence, a small figure struggled to crawl out. Xiao Xiaoqi scrambled to her feet, brushing the dirt from her skirt. She glanced back with a complex expression, thinking to herself, he really could annihilate the Qiao clan so ruthlessly. So, revenge is what causes his blackening. The scene from that morning flashed through her mind. The moment Xiao Mufeng was killed, she clearly saw his blackening level drop from 70% to 40% on the mission statistics panel. Then, down to 25%. She thought, I really overestimated myself. The icy rain continued to fall, washing away the turmoil within her. Her cloak was soaked, her hair disheveled, but she walked listlessly through the deserted streets like a lost soul. She asked her system, Apiao, where can I go now? Apiao's mechanical voice, tinged with helplessness, replied, Master, taking advantage of loopholes won't change the outcome. You should honestly go to Baima, the homeland of the female lead in the novel, and complete the next mission. She sighed, gazing into the distance through the falling rain. 2 months later, in the bustling marketplace of Baima, wind whipped through the stalls, carrying dust and sand. The sounds of bartering echoed everywhere. Xiao Xiaoqi sat in her small stall, a wooden table laden with jars of creams, oils, and herbs she had concocted herself. She picked up a jar, smiling as she beckoned to potential customers. This one isn't bad either. Ape, lurking behind her, called out, Master, it's been 2 months, and you still haven't completed your mission of getting close to Bei Gong Nanxing and gaining his trust. At this rate, I'll have to implement the punishment mechanism. Xiao Xiaoqi waved and smiled at a departing customer. Welcome back anytime. Then, she frowned, muttering to her system, a princess like him? As if getting close is that easy. Didn't I tell you before? You can't just earn a living. Do you even want to live to complete your mission? Seeing the person in front of her startled, she also jumped and looked back. She stared at the person's face, then covered her mouth, giggling. The person, seeing this, wondered, is there something wrong with me? Xiao Xiaoqi offered them a jar. Sister, the climate in Baima is so dry. It would be a crime for someone as beautiful as you to neglect their skincare. This is a specially formulated moisturizing cream. Apply it diligently, and I guarantee your skin won't become dry and crack like, someone who's 18. The person, hearing this, angrily retorted, Are you crazy? I'm a man, and I'm only 17. Watch your mouth next time, or I'll wreck your stall. The angry young man stormed off, leaving Xiao Xiaoqi dumbfounded. She pouted and muttered, With such beauty, how could he not be a woman? Just then, a light chuckle sounded behind her. Startled, she turned around. A strikingly beautiful woman with sharp, amused eyes approached. Her clear voice rang out, You're quite an interesting merchant. Xiao Xiaoqi looked up, her eyes shining with admiration. So beautiful, she thought as the woman approached her small stall under the canvas awning. Her long, dark hair flowed freely, but her bearing exuded an undeniable nobility. Her gaze fell upon the small, neatly arranged jars on the table. A slender finger pointed to one of them. Does this truly prevent dryness and cracking? She asked softly. Xiao Xiaoqi, surprised by the serious inquiry, quickly explained, It's not as exaggerated as I just said, but it's truly effective in Baima's dry climate. The woman nodded slightly. Then, her eyes were drawn to the intricately decorated jars. She pointed to a lotus-shaped one, her eyes sparkling with curiosity. What are all these? Xiao Xiaoqi immediately picked up the lotus jar and opened it, releasing a delicate fragrance. She scooped out a bit of cream and rubbed it on her wrist, then extended it towards the woman here. The woman leaned in and inhaled gently. Her eyes immediately lit up. It smells wonderful. Xiao Xiaoqi winked, lowering her voice conspiratorially. This is perfume. Apply it to your wrists or behind your ears, and it will give you a lovely fragrance. The woman picked up the jar, examining it with a delighted smile. But it's rather like the perfumes used by people in later generations, she mused. Just then, a man walked past. Suddenly, he reached out and snatched the woman's jade pendant. Xiao Xiaoqi gasped, pointing at the scar man. You rotten thief. Stop. The scar man grabbed the pendant and tried to flee. The woman reacted instantly, reaching out to grab him, but he shoved her hard, causing her to stumble. In that instant, Xiao Xiaoqi rushed forward, quickly supporting the young woman and telling her to be careful. The scarred man stood up straight, his eyes flashing in defiance. "Don't you dare slander me. I was walking peacefully. Why do you accuse me of being a thief?" Xiao Xiaoqi stared at him, her voice full of indignation. "That jade pendant you just tucked into your chest, it was stolen from this young lady. You still dare to speak so boldly? Then we'll have to ask this young lady to check and see if there's any jade pendant on him." The man didn't flinch. Instead, he brazenly pulled out the jade pendant and shouted, "This is a family heirloom. You two young ladies clearly haven't been taught proper manners. You saw my jade pendant and conspired to trick me." Just then, Ape's voice rang out in Xiao Xiaoqi's head. "Did you call me?" Xiao Xiaoqi angrily snorted and scolded the man. "You truly have no shame." The scarred man, enraged by her words, rolled up his sleeves and yelled, "You're just an uneducated brat, trying to trick me and then scolding me? I need to teach you a lesson in place of your father." He lunged forward, his hand raised to punch her in the face. Xiao Xiaoqi quickly raised her hands to shield her face, thinking, "I have to protect my face first." But the expected pain didn't come. Instead, a miserable scream rang out, startling her. Two guards appeared as if out of thin air, pinning the scarred man to the ground. He asked fearfully, "What are you doing?" Xiao Xiaoqi was astonished by this scene. "What's going on?" The young woman beside her stepped forward, her eyes cold as she looked down at the man and slowly spoke. "You say the jade pendant, which can only be worn by the Beima imperial court, is your family heirloom? Arrest this man who stole the princess's jade pendant and insulted her." The guards immediately responded, "Yes." Xiao Xiaoqi, witnessing this, was startled and afraid. Thinking Beima imperial court, she turned to look at the woman in front of her with apprehension. The woman, sensing this, extended her hand and introduced herself. "Hello, my name is Bei Gong Nanqing. I'm very grateful for your help just now." Soon after, the scarred thief was led away by the two guards in full uniform through the crowded marketplace. Xiao Xiaoqi stood by her small stall, sneaking glances at the woman who had just given the decisive order that left the thief with no chance to react. Her mind was reeling. She's Bei Gong Nanqing, the female lead of the story. Sensing Xiao Xiaoqi's gaze, Bei Gong Nanqing smiled a gentle smile, as radiant as peach blossoms in early spring. She turned to Xiao Xiaoqi, her eyes curving like crescents, and asked, "Could you tell me more about these other things?" Xiao Xiaoqi felt as if she'd been struck by Cupid's arrow. A shot of love went straight to her heart, nearly making her clutch her chest and collapse. She held her racing heart and beamed, yes. Internally, she was screaming yes. Of course. Anything. Everything. She quickly bowed, like a dedicated merchant, and rummaged through her small, charming stall. She picked up a few common items and held them up as if presenting treasures. "This is ordinary soap. It can be used to wash dirty clothes. And this is for cleaning teeth. It's called toothpaste." Bei Gong Nanqing's eyes widened in surprise, and then she laughed, clapping her hands lightly like a child who had just discovered something new. Amazing. Xiao Xiaoqi was so happy she felt like she could fly. Looking at Bei Gong Nanqing, she thought, "The female lead I wrote is my daughter." "Oh, my daughter." Bei Gong Nanqing looked at the items with rare delight, then turned back and said seriously, "I'll take all of these." Xiao Xiaoqi stared blankly for a second. Then, her eyes sparkled, brimming with touched tears. "Yes," she replied, inwardly sighing. "This is the legendary isn't she?" Bei Gong Nanqing tilted her head, her curiosity evident. "Did you make all of these yourself?" Xiao Xiaoqi nodded, a shy smile appearing. "Yes," she replied, thinking to herself, "Before writing about time travel, I researched some handicrafts. I never thought it would actually come in handy." Bei Gong Nanqing spoke softly, her sincerity undeniable. "If you create anything new in the future, could you show it to me first?" Xiao Xiaoqi answered shyly, "Of course, but I only know how to make useless things. I'm afraid they won't be of any practical use to your highness." Bei Gong Nanqing didn't say anything, but took out the jade pendant that had been supposedly stolen earlier and gently placed it in Xiao Xiaoqi's hand. "Take this," she said. "With this, you can enter the palace to see me anytime." Xiao Xiaoqi was startled by Bei Gong Nanqing's words. "This isn't right," she stammered, embarrassed. "This is an imperial item, and I'm just a commoner." In truth, Xiao Xiaoqi remembered the scene of the thief being taken away and couldn't help but worry will I be arrested if I take this? Bei Gong Nanxing immediately explained, you are the woman who bravely stood up for me earlier. You are truly courageous. I just want to befriend you. Please don't refuse me. As she spoke, Bei Gong Nanxing put on an incredibly pitiful expression, her eyes like those of an abandoned fawn, looking at Xiao Xiaoqi expectantly. Xiao Xiaoqi's heart melted at the sight. Without another word, she quickly reached out and accepted the jade pendant. Thank you, Your Highness, she replied. You're welcome. Bei Gong Nanxing thought happily. She's so adorable, just like my daughter. At Xiao Xiaoqi's residence in Beima, she was immersed in the joy of meeting her daughter when Ape walked out. Ape looked her over appraisingly and said, Master, within 6 months, you must gain Bei Gong Nanxing's trust. Within the first year, you must bring Junmiju and Bei Gong Nanxing together. This is your next mission. Xiao Xiaoqi's face paled, her body stiffening as if turned to stone that I'm just a commoner who happened to meet the princess on the street. Suddenly becoming close to her won't earn her trust. It'll only make me look like I'm trying to climb the social ladder. The system immediately warned, Master, if there's no progress on the mission within 2 months, Ape will have no choice but to activate the reward and punishment system and implement some punitive measures against you. Hearing this, Xiao Xiaoqi's alarm bells went off. She anxiously asked her system, what kind of punishment? Her voice trembled. Her intuition told her it wouldn't be anything good. The system announced impassively, for the duration of the unfinished mission, on top of the current rate, Master will lose more hair. To be precise, you will lose approximately 200 strands of hair per day. Xiao Xiaoqi felt as if struck by lightning. Her eyes widened as she yelled, 200 strands? Are you a demon? The system began calculating emotionlessly. Master's hair is already thinner than average. With this punishment, you will become bald. Within 6 months, you will likely be completely bald. The last of Xiao Xiaoqi's composure snapped. She screamed, grabbing the system in her imagination and shaking it violently as if trying to break its very soul. Matchstick head, Baldy, you don't even have any hair. How dare you talk to me like that? The system calmly added another warning. Within 1 year, you must make the male and female leads fall in love. Otherwise, you'll lose 5 kilograms a month. Xiaoqi, upon hearing this, was still completely confused. At the same time, in the Sixth Prince's mansion, the atmosphere in the study was as cold as early morning frost. Junmiju sat motionless by the tea table, his expression somber. His hands gripped the arms of the chair so tightly that the veins in his wrists bulged. His gaze seemed lost in thought, unable to break free. The subordinates behind him only dared to glance at each other, none daring to speak, much less approach. Just then, the wooden door opened gently. Xiao Shuni entered and tried to persuade Junmiju. Your previous unauthorized execution has displeased the emperor and created animosity. Junmiju raised his head to look at the speaker, his icy eyes flickering slightly. He softly uttered, Xiao Mu. Then, seeing Xiao Shuni, he abruptly stopped, stunned. He then turned away. Xiao Shuni said with a wry smile, murdering a member of the royal family. He committed a capital crime. I don't blame you for anything. I was too stubborn, needing a knife to kill my enemy. Xiao Shuni continued to advise him, let's not talk about this anymore. Why don't you make a concession and go to Beima to seek a marriage alliance? Upon hearing this, Junmiju bristled, then turned away, lost in thought. Xiao Shuni continued to persuade him. This is also a small punishment the emperor has given you. As long as you comply, everything concerning the Qiao family will pass. Silence hung in the air for a few moments. Then Junmiju suddenly turned his head back, his eyes bright as if he had decided something. Brother, go with me. Xiao Shuni was slightly surprised, but replied, then wait for me to pack tomorrow, and we'll leave the day after. However, in his heart, he was extremely puzzled. He's been so stubborn for so long. Why has he suddenly become so agreeable? Just then, Junmiju unexpectedly smiled, a rare cunning glint in his eyes. I heard that in Beima. There's someone who looks just like Xiaoqi. Those 4 words exploded in Xiao Shuni's mind. He immediately grabbed Junmiju's sleeve, his voice trembling. Is that true? Junmiju replied, it's true. Xiao Shuni couldn't contain his excitement, pulling Junmiju towards the door. Then we're not leaving tomorrow. We're leaving now. Let's go, let's go. Jun Miju, nearly tripped by the sudden pull, cried out in surprise. Wait, he exclaimed, catching his breath. A strangely familiar feeling flashed through his mind. He felt like this situation was somewhat familiar. Inside the Beima Palace, within Princess Beigong Nanxing's chambers, the sounds of a plucked instrument echoed. Beigong Nanxing remarked, I've never heard this kind of music before. It doesn't seem like the Beima style. Xiao Xiaoqi smiled and replied, because I don't know any Beima songs. She thought to herself, this modern music is out of place. It's a good thing they can't tell. Xiao Xiaoqi continued, feigning embarrassment. I'm just a humble commoner, so I have nothing to offer the princess. I can only create a few strange things here in Beima to entertain you. Beigong Nanxing took the instrument joyfully and said, Xiao Xiao, you can call me Nanxing. Xiao Xiaoqi quickly shook her head. Our statuses are very different. How can a commoner like me address the princess by her name? At this point, Xiao Xiaoqi had changed her name to Qi Xiao Qiao. She thought to herself, hearing someone call me Xiao Qiao feels a bit strange. Beigong Nanxing, upon being refused, crossed her arms and said, You always call me princess, princess. It makes me feel like we're strangers. Xiao Xiaoqi was startled upon hearing this. Beigong Nanxing pretended to be sulky and turned her head, continuing, besides, Beima doesn't have so many rules. Between friends, what's wrong with calling each other by name? Xiao Xiaoqi sighed at this. She hurried forward to comfort her, saying, All right, Nanxing. Hearing this, Beigong Nanxing brightened and continued her instructions. From now on, don't call me princess anymore. Xiao Xiaoqi immediately nodded in agreement. I understand, Nanxing. Just then, someone entered and asked, What is this? Beigong Nanxing immediately stood up and called out, Imperial brother. Xiao Xiaoqi, hearing this address, felt puzzled. Beigong Nanxing's older brother? He must be the next ruler of Beima. Beigong Dai, right? I'm so good at creating handsome men. Just then, Beigong Nanxing turned and introduced her, Xiao Qiao. This is my imperial brother. Xiao Xiaoqi was startled upon hearing this and hurriedly stood up to curtsy. Beigong Nanxing continued the introduction. Imperial brother, this is the Xiao Qiao I mentioned to you yesterday. She held up the gifted music box and boasted, Look, this was made by Xiao Qiao herself. It's quite rare, isn't it? Xiao Xiaoqi, hearing this, thought smugly, Indeed, cultivating crafting skills means never being at a disadvantage. Beigong Dai glanced at her and said, Xiao Qiao, you are truly skilled. She responded modestly, It's just all right. She thought to herself, Why do I feel like he harbors resentment towards me? Beigong Dai turned and said, Nanxing, come with me to see father. Then he glanced at Xiao Xiaoqi once more, causing her to startle. She hurriedly waved goodbye. Nanxing, it's getting late, so I'll leave the palace first. I'll come visit you again next time. Goodbye. Beigong Nanxing enthusiastically bid her farewell as well. After Xiao Xiaoqi left, Beigong Dai turned and asked with a frown, Why would you bring someone unrelated into the palace? What if she's a spy? Beigong Nanxing pouted and replied, Imperial brother, you're too suspicious of her. Beigong Dai furrowed his brow and said, Currently, tensions are high between Beima and our neighboring countries. Natural disasters and widespread destruction have led to civil unrest. We can't afford to be careless. Outside the palace, many merchants surrounded Xiao Xiaoqi, bringing her gifts. Xiao Qiao, here's some leftover food from today's sales. Take it home and eat it. Xiao Qiao, the pears today are very sweet. Xiao Xiaoqi reached out and accepted them, replying, Thank you, uncles and aunties. Next time, the soap, perfume, and cigarettes I make will be offered to you all first. Take care. She turned, startled, to see two children staring intently at her. She wondered, are these the victims? There are still two children. I'll leave this for them to eat. Xiao Xiaoqi suddenly remembered, I mentioned this famine when I first wrote the introduction for the female lead, Beigong Nanxing. Princess Beigong Nanxing of Beima. During the Great Famine, countless refugees flocked to the capital. Because she disregarded her own safety to provide disaster relief and arrange care for the refugees, she was respected and loved by the people of Beima. These refugees are suffering this disaster because of the two sentences I wrote. The next day, inside Beigong Nanxing's palace, a servant girl came to pour tea for them. Beigong Nanqing said cheerfully, "Xiao Qiao, my imperial brother isn't usually like this. He's just been a bit troubled lately." Seeing Qiao Xiaoqi's silence, she reached out and called, "Xiao Qiao." Qiao Xiaoqi startled, "Huh? Oh, I'm fine. Your Highness is concerned with state affairs every day. It's normal to be wary of strangers. It's not stinginess." Beigong Nanqing lifted her teacup and said, "It's good that you're not angry. I thought I made a bad first impression on you when you met my imperial brother. Don't let his usual serious expression fool you. He's actually very soft-hearted. Tomorrow he's going outside the city to provide disaster relief and arrange care for the famine refugees. Severe disasters like this are often accompanied by disease. I'm a little worried." Qiao Xiaoqi's eyes widened in surprise. "Wait," she asked, "did you just say disaster relief outside the city?" Beigong Nanqing explained, "My imperial brother is worried that if he leaves it to the officials, some of the relief funds will be embezzled. That's why he has to do it himself." "So," Qiao Xiaoqi said, Beigong Nanqing watched her intently, chin resting on her hand. Qiao Xiaoqi slammed her teacup down